Penis.
Oh, it's on the wrong screen. Of course it is. I didn't. The one thing I didn't test. Welcome back to another stream, everybody. We're back with Hone. What are you lying about, Elliot?
He said, "Don't say anything incriminating," and I immediately start referencing Breaking Bad.
Number 15.
My name is Walter Hartwell.
I am the danger.
I'm gonna play Fireboy and Water Girl.
Oh my gosh!
Why?
Hang on, because I
My
can.
soul.
So I'm gonna give Nick a couple minutes. We'll see if he shows up. I know Isa or Tim has to show up a little bit later. He's gonna be a little late, but I want to give Nick a little time to see if he can hop in, and we'll go into a little bit of a recap of what happened on last session of Hone.
I got a mad cough. Hang on.
Need wood.
Yeah.
I'm scared of this Bronto.
You should be scared of me.
I am
I'm not
the danger.
scared of anything.
I am the.
I'm not.
Kalen's freaking out. She's
I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared of anything. Wait, what's this game called?
Why am I starving?
Princesses Shopping Rivals. Shopping Rivals.
Shut up, Dodos. I'll eat you.
How dare you?
Do it.
I'll fucking kill
How
one.
to
They
become
got party
Oh my
hats
gosh.
on. I'll do it.
how to become a popular at school with princess.
Rule number 1: don't.
Fair rule.
Your mom's a fair.
My name is Cheeky. Cheeky, Cheeky, Cheeky. My name is Chua Chua. Claw. Chop.
You good?
No, I'm tired. I had a long day and I'm sad.
Every day is long. 24 hours is a long time. I'm
My
hilarious.
dream wedding? Oh, game is offline. What do you mean?
I guess
Yeah,
you
right.
can't have a dream wedding.
Well,
No dream weddings for you.
frick.
I'm doing
Royal
a Pokemon raid.
couples.
Whenever I'm done with the raid, we'll do that. We'll start the session. That's gonna be my timer.
You what?
I'm doing a Pokemon raid.
You.
Oh,
I will
Whatever,
pause.
it's fun.
Wait, Kaden, can I join you?
I can send you a group. It's gonna be you have very little time. 80 seconds.
I have paused my game of fear. There's a brontosaurus outside my little thatch house. And
There's
it
a
scares me.
brontosaurus.
He's
There's a
coming for me.
dinosaur.
I don't know why it shouldn't spawn on this island, but you know what? The
He
unicorn
swam
shouldn't
to
have
hunt
spawned
you
on there.
down.
Nah,
imagine
These
if
only-
it was a moose. It'd be fully capable of swimming.
That's true.
that scares me.
What? Oh, I'm pissed off. I go to open Pokemon and it's like, you need to update before you can play. And I'm like, you bitch!
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you push
Alright,
it to make
I'm
the game
joining.
different?
I would say, did you get my invite? Because it's a 1 tier, but it's Timber, the lowest level Pokemon, and if you can level him up, he can become very powerful then.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
I have been.
Okay.
Okay, Leah.
Everyone was like, yeah, I guess that's true. You're not wrong.
Update? I don't want to update.
I was just saying that.
Yeah, you guys have not accepted my gifts in like weeks, and so I can't
I
send
yeah,
you more.
same here. I can't.
Because I
my
haven't
shit is-
opened the game.
I
Also, my
can't.
fucking
My
backpack
inventory's
is
full. Yeah,
My
my
fucking
inventory's
bag is
full. I can't do shit, bro.
Someone doesn't-
Accept my gift.
I don't know what to do with like my inventory full. I'm trying to use
I
all
just
my
get
shit.
rid of the shit that I know I'm not gonna use.
That's
So
fair.
Kaden has a magic carp on his head and I have a pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to add Mimikyu to the game.
I made my
Might be a while.
character fucking
Timber is huge.
Leah,
Yes.
what do you think of my character in Pokemon?
Screams. Yeah, he's really easy, Kalen. This is a very low level.
I like
battle.
your character in Pokemon. I
No,
have
but he
lots of
can hit me with-
Mimikyu stuff on my character.
My character's hot.
See, like we both didn't even switch our first Pokemon, and he's dead.
Wow.
But he's the first tier, so if you can get more of him, good chance.
Your cousin is texting me.
Oh.
What's Toby saying?
Tell him to screw off.
Oh gosh.
Isn't he weird?
Yeah.
Isn't he weird?
He's related to Kate.
We're gonna catch a
That's true.
Timber, Kaden.
I'm gonna catch a timber. I don't know about you.
No, I did.
Oh wow.
Oh, look at the
Green's
green!
great.
Look at the green! Look at the little Pokeball. I caught him. I
I
caught
caught
a
him too.
timber.
First try for me.
First trip. Yeah, same here. Back off.
Ian, when did you get the fucking jellyfish?
Oh, during the big event.
Yes.
When did they last eat?
Yeah, her name is Jellyfish.
What?
She's one of the like
I see that.
pseudo legendary
Ultra
types.
Beast.
Yeah, Ultra Beast.
Yeah.
That's the name.
Uh,
All right,
Mom, and as soon as I woke up, I came downstairs to feed them.
we're going to get started then because I don't have much else for us. So, I hope Ace and Isa can show up soon. But
What?
last time we played,
Two seconds
what
they
ended
did.
up happening is you guys
worry,
were
I'm taking care of
exploring
them.
a hidden, like a underwater dungeon area that was made by the pre-primordial group that you have discovered. Going through it, you destroyed some protection plans, basically, that revealed the key to allow you to advance deeper into the dungeon. And in the last room, you found some pillars that weren't working properly. Talking with Vractorum and Autumn using her vision and sight, was able to essentially realize that there's some things blocking a signal, sort of like an antenna messing up. So you guys went out onto the floating, like, underwater island, went to the top of it, found a big old tower with a pillar in the center of it, cleaned it up, cleared off extra muck, things like that, and then energized it so it reconnected to the network as a gentleman you met described it as. The gentleman would then appear as one of the pre-primordial leaders, a character that has basically ascended to like a godhood status almost. And
Jesus.
but yeah, he came down, spoke with you guys, gave you a lot of lore, big lore dump, and him and Vractorum had a nice little conversation to themselves as well, since Vractorum is like, oh gosh, we're all dead, and I'm very old. After your nice little conversation, you guys went back. There's also some weird oddities that happened. You guys felt like you were hearing noises behind you and seeing things, but just
the big sploosh I
investigating
heard.
and this figure dodging into a corner, but investigating what you saw, there wasn't much there. You couldn't find anything. You guys then pop back into the ocean in your little submersible machine and are on your way back to the isle, Row Fate. You're just on the journey there right now. Is there anything you guys need to do before you get there? Anything you guys want to talk about or discuss? Any questions you have for characters or any things you want to recall from last session?
Pain, and that you remember when I messaged you?
Which thing?
The
Character related?
character related.
I think that's gonna happen whenever you guys get back to Hone, which will be soon. If I'm remembering
Okay.
the correct character related thing.
Okay.
We'll basically
Yeah.
have a nice simple handoff. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
With that,
Makes me sad. But,
yeah. With
you know,
that,
oh,
I think the only thing that happens is like really Moros is just like what
What?
And
I like her. I wish I knew myself.
because she is basically entirely engulfed and just thrown into this event of you guys are breaking history and remaking things happen that she didn't even know existed, like ideas that she didn't know was around.
What in the butt?
Okay,
What in the butt?
What?
my
in the
webcam
butt?
keeps getting laggy on my end. So, is there anything you guys like to do? Anything you guys like to question, talk with anyone?
A penis.
True.
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 That's pretty true.
That's true. That's true. That's pretty
That's
true.
true. That's
It's
pretty
true.
That's
It's true. It's
I'm
true.
just right.
Nothing from anyone? Bleh.
No.
No.
All right. Then from there, what we'll basically do is just you guys. I'm not gonna have any sort of random encounters. I might have one that I came up with. I would like someone to roll me a D100. Is that
28.
okay? I was gonna say, is it gonna be you? All right. With that, I'm gonna. We're gonna see. I think you have to hide enough that you can have something else happen, possibly. Let me find Moros. So what are you guys doing on your trip back? It's another 5-day trip. Are you guys just vibing, chilling out, maybe playing that your Liar's Dice a couple times?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so yeah, you guys have a nice, easy trek back. There's not much going on really on your trip. It seems a lot more quiet in the ocean than your way there, oddly enough. You basically just are on your way, going down the ocean highway, a good probably a couple hundred feet underwater to try to stay away from that current. And basically on your probably 5th day, Moros basically comes over the intercom saying, "Hey, we're a couple hundred meters out from Rofate. We'll be docking beneath the ship soon. Everyone come into the cockpit and please fasten your seatbelt. Otherwise, it's going to get quite bumpy." You guys...
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, does anyone object for whatever reason?
Nope.
You guys all sit down in your little seats she has up front. You strap in and you come back and you begin to see the underbelly of Rofate, which again, this stretches like hundreds of feet underwater, massive propellers pushing this thing forward, giant like tubes and tracks that you can see underwater just constantly going. And there is in the center this large cylindrical tube that drops down below the propellers, and she expertly like is dodging and seeing these ripples of water and just where the propellers are going, dodging through it and goes straight under the docking bay and just lifts straight up into this tube. There's a big old click as these machine arms come down, grab the submersible, and begin to raise you up out of the ocean.
Wee woo.
Wee woo, indeed. With that, you guys end up back in the center of town of Rofate. It is this nice, like, almost like a Grand Central Station, except it's much more, almost steampunk vibes to it as well. A lot of steam power, a lot of just different pipes and tubes and things like that. And you're in this sort of, like, I imagine it like the Grand Central Station, except there's this caged area in the center where all the submersible stuff is. All, like, a market for it, buying, selling, things like that, renting them out, getting captains and all that sort of stuff. Moros basically hops off the ship. The landing docks come down, let you off. She's like, "Well, welcome back to Rofate. I don't know what else you guys have in mind to do here, but the city's open, and I feel like for you adventurous explorers, you might find some interesting stuff around here." Now I open it to your guys. What do you guys want to do? What's the next plan?
Well,
You want to just go back to Hone? You want to explore the lands?
Let's explore.
I want to explore.
Let's see what there is to do.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys looking for? Are you looking for events? Are you looking for shops, sellers, things like that? Or are you looking
I
for
want to look for some events.
events?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
I imagine Isa would be your sort of guide to this
Tour guide.
lands because he's lived here a couple years now. He kind of just explains like, yeah, there's a couple different things. Sometimes there's like
Wait, isn't Isa
Tim's character.
I think
Yeah.
Ice is a girl.
Isa's a girl?
Oh, did I say he? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Brain. I'm trying to think of events in my head. But yeah, Isa basically just tells you, all right, there's some events that go on. It's a full city, so there's always stuff happening. There's events from different sort of gladiator combat stuff. You guys know it's similar to the one you did on Hone, where you have a combat, you have like a special shield and all that sort of stuff. You fight until one person's shield breaks, essentially, and then the winner wins.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that one. uh,
I remember Autumn being actually pissed at me after
That's
it
true.
ended too.
There's that. There's concerts. There's there's currently a beginning of a festival going on. So there's like a drinking area and some different, like a little market street area. It's just a generic festival celebrating another good sort of like quarter of the year where things are going well and there's not many
Yeah.
problems.
Like a big old block party.
Pretty much, yeah. It's nothing really fancy, but it's like, we're doing good, let's have a party.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stores over there, like clothing goods, different sort of trinkets, All that sort of stuff's built up around there. And the only other thing they'd really have going on right now would be probably like there'd probably be a musical group going on around that festival with like a fairly popular band around here.
Is it the Beatles?
No, is not the Beatles. I don't have a name
No.
for them though either.
The caterpillars.
You say, is it the Beatles?
Caterpillars.
As I'm drawing fucking insects.
the
Well, their real name is, they'll just go by Leeway. They are Leeway.
Heck yeah. The
What?
Nothing.
I just got a random name generator and it was on there. There is nothing special about that name if you're reading into it.
No, I know. I'm not reading into it. It's just, I'm just laughing about something.
What are
Okay.
you laughing about?
what are you talking about?
What are you doing, B?
So what do you guys want to do?
I want to partay.
All right. So you want to go to the festival then?
Yes.
So yeah, you
I
guys.
think
I want to go too.
Let's all go to the festival.
Isa
Capella, dance with me.
basically-
I guess I will accompany them to the festival.
Isa basically, you guys say, "Oh yeah, the festival sounds fun." Isa's like, "Sure, yeah, I'll show you the way there." Walks you down the street. It's again the sky completely overcast once again. Massive, just clouds that are so thick that
Titties!
it's almost like it's dawn. Whatever you prefer. It is so overwhelmingly like humid out here that it's toasty, but it's also cool air due to the fact that you're just over an ocean at all times.
I don't feel it.
That is true.
It's lit.
Imagine
you guys
feeling humidity.
walk probably a good mile from where you were, and walking through there, you guys see the city. There's a lot of housing districts in here that are like townhomes where they're all built up nice and tall, right attached to each other. And you imagine that there's actually a large underground portion of these buildings as well. They're kind of built into the structure of Rofate. Going down the streets, they're simple, like cobbled together streets made of stone, different sort of stonework and things like that to try to bring a natural feeling to it all. And then you open up into what almost seems like a town square. There's a big water fountain, which is kind of funny since you're on a ship. There are light posts in here with
It's Warframe.
a magical glowing essence to them that kind of like flickers almost like a flame, but it's instead of going just straight up, it goes in all directions. There's different banners going across the streets with like all these event names or different people advertising for foods. Walking down, you see a lot of fish, of course. There is hundreds of different types of fish cooked in several different types of ways. Fish on a stick, fish with some like lettuce beneath it, which is it's more expensive. You imagine that fresh fruits and vegetables are not the easiest thing to come by here, or not the easiest thing to grow either. So there's some of that stuff throughout here, but it's all like quadruple the price of what it would be on Hone, or maybe even 5 times.
Oh gosh.
God damn.
You do
Nice.
see a sign pointing towards where the Leeway group is playing. What is so funny about that? I don't understand. It's just a word.
I feel like I'm missing a joke here, to be honest.
Oh, wow. Autumn, you suck.
I'm confused.
How is it spelled?
Leeway?
Ah,
That's a real word.
Yeah, I was like,
What
what
else? A
did
real
you
word?
think it was?
What did I think it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depended on the spelling.
Well, what if it was spelled the way you were thinking?
Then I would have lost my fucking shit.
I'm confused.
What way did you think it was spelled?
I'll message it to you.
I don't understand. So yeah, you guys see there's a stage pointed. There's a stage set up, and it says about like 5 hours. The Leeway band will be playing there.
Oh God, none of
They have a poster with them. It is 2 men. One of them is more of a
Are
broad.
gay.
I was just gonna say, are they gay?
I
Elliot, you did
That'd
not
be
hear
up
me
to
just
them.
go, 2 men.
There's two men. One is a larger built, like a Goliath man with a very tiny ukulele. Another one is just he's just a human, and he has some nice
Just
longer hair
Never
with
did.
shaved side, and he seems to be a drummer because he has drumsticks. And there's a younger. He compared to the Goliath, yes, but compared to the woman, he seems
Well,
about on
anyone
par.
is short compared to a Goliath.
My point exactly.
Oh, another Goliath.
And then there is a water genasi. She's a smaller frame woman, and she has this long flowing hair. And she has a mic with her. And that's their
What's
little
her name?
poster.
Do they have their names listed?
No, they do not. You'll have to be there to
What kind of
figure out.
Kind of poster doesn't advertises a band and they don't have their names? What the fuck?
A poster where I didn't have names pre-rolled. That's the one.
Well, I'm gonna go. I want to check it out.
I thought you said you were
Well-
gonna like leave and just disconnect.
I'm gonna go.
No.
I
Well, I'm
hate
done.
This band.
Well, it
I'm
is.
done playing.
It has about
King.
5 hours until they have their actual.
5 hours.
Yeah, you're like you got back at like midday. It's gonna be an afternoon party. You don't go to a band at 12 o'clock. You go to a band at like 8 p.m. It's crazy they're starting at 5.
Fine.
So in the meantime, do you guys want to basically go shop around for some food, see what they have on, I guess on sale, like what they're selling and things like that?
Sure.
Why are you so far away from your mic? Sure.
I want to flirt with the drummer.
The drummer is not there currently, not where you are.
Oh
She goes to find him.
no, I'm gonna stick with you guys.
I'm gonna stick with your mom.
So yeah, walking around the streets.
Dylan's
they're-
about to get laid again.
No.
God damn it.
Walking around the streets though, you see again, there's a lot of food and a lot of like vendors that sell. It's like different sort of bracelets, headbands, things like that. Sort of a hippie vibe to it all. Hey, Isa's here.
Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah, but you're walking around the streets at this event, this festival, and there's a lot of different sort of vendors with headgear, different sort of bracelets, jewelry, some clothing of very bright and colorful. They're very bright and colorful, but it's mostly in blue. A lot of blue hues, some bright reds, but not much yellow or green in it. That's the whole vibe for a lot of this. There's a lot of street food, different types of fish, hundreds of fish, very limited vegetables and fruits again, but all the fish you could imagine in all the different sizes. There's actually there's some games around too. There's one game where you guys know you hit it, like test your strength, you hit it, it goes flying up. It's that, but you have a giant fish mallet. That's the whole gimmick. With that, there's other games as well. Like there's of course skee ball, different sort of darts that you can play against and everything like that. Any of that stuff interests you?
I like skee ball.
You want to try some skee ball?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask if anyone wants to go play skee ball with me.
I'll join.
Yeah.
Sounds fun, yeah.
Let's go play
Yeah.
skee
What's
ball.
going on?
So yeah, if you guys walk up, there are probably like 6 lanes in total, so each of you can go on there real quick and do your own thing. It is 5 copper to play. You just kind of slide it into the machine. You get 8 balls, and what I'm gonna have each of you do,
Balls?
we're gonna start. Yes,
Welcome to
8 balls.
9-ball island.
8 ball
8
island.
balls
Excuse you.
actually.
We're gonna go. I'm basically gonna have it go in order on
Only
my
like
screen.
as a
So,
reference.
Isa, you'll be first. Sir, you'll be second. Capelia, Kulana, then Tex.
Sir.
Sir. That's the first part of your name.
know.
With that, you guys are going to roll a dexterity check. What do I?
your mom.
I want to say I'm gonna kill all of you.
Do it.
You
Do
did a save, by the way, Isa. You want?
Oh,
to
yep.
check.
Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I just want to let you know how to do it. You're gonna make a dexterity check, a athletics check, and then a sleight of hand check. And with those 3, we'll see how good you do.
Okay,
So you got your
so
dex.
sorry, dexterity, athletics.
Athletics, and then sleight of hand to see if you can get that good spin on it. 17, 12.
Balls, why aren't you loading?
And then in that 20.
Natural 20. Holy cow. So yeah, Isa, you're I set you up as the tour guide since you've lived here a couple years. You know kind of what's going on around here. You brought them to the event. So you're like,
Yep.
oh yeah, you want to do some skee ball. You just step up with the most grace and like a flick of your wrist and things like that. You pocket like half
Look
of
at a
them
flick of
into
the
the
wrist.
100, the 500 top left corner. Hey, Cheese, how's it going? And Nick's here as well. Hey, Nick in the chat. Yeah, you pocket them all in the top left corner or half of them, and then you hit a couple of more hundreds and 50s and things like that. You get to the point where like your final one, the bells ring on it, and it's like winner over the intercom. The machine spits out like probably like 100 tickets for you. And looking around with that, you could probably get a medium-sized plush or like a fake toy sword or something like that.
I want a plush.
A real sword, kids.
No, plus.
Those sound great.
Alright.
Autumn, would you like to do your turn?
And that's 5 copper. Right?
Sure. Whoever needs my tickets, I'll give
Yeah.
them because
So again-
I'm here for the fun.
Again,
Alright, it's just dex check,
Dex check, athletics check,
athletics, and
then
sleight of hand.
and then sleight of
Right.
hand. Correct.
Alright, well, our dex check is coming out with a nice, solid 22.
22, pretty good.
Alright, the... What's your bonus? What is your bonus? Athletics, right?
Yes.
Okay. Athletics is gonna come in at a 15.
15, not bad.
And then, oh jeez. For, what was it, sleight of hand? That's gonna be a 24.
24.
God
So yeah,
dang.
you see Isa go through and do it, and you're like, that doesn't look too hard. You step up, you hit it, you get like one more 100 pocket,
He's never
and
played
everything else
skee-ball
hits
in-
or 500 pocket, and you hit one more 100 than him as well. So you score like an extra 1,000 or 600 points nearly. Isa, it's very impressive, but you feel like it's kind of cheating since they're a robot. It's like pre-programmed things
robot.
like that. Well, yeah, but your robot
Isa
can
knows
do
that
stuff.
I'm-
You
I look at
step
my
up-
tickets, I'm like,
yeah,
you want them?
you get 100.
It's
You
got
probably get
beaten by a
150
rat.
tickets off that. You just got beat by a rat, and we're doing good. Cheese, how you doing? Yeah,
look-
you probably got 150
look
tickets
at,
off of it, so like 250 in total. The large
Oh.
prizes, which are like the big stuffed animals with like big bears and things like that, probably around
I love
500
bears.
tickets.
No,
Sorry, how many
where-
did I
no,
get?
You got 100.
You got. Where's,
Okay, thank you.
where's
This place is
I gotta write that down.
Damn, what the
Kulana's
Kulana
kind of walking
playing?
behind you.
Okay.
Of course,
Like,
skee ball's
Kulana,
never.
you want to get something? Or like hold my tickets out towards them?
Capelli, would you like to step up for your turn?
Time to
I-
speak.
Yes.
I
So-
want plush. I want plush.
Well, wait to see how
keyword.
much you get, because medium's about 200 or 100. You get like a large, which is like 250, and an extra large, which is 500, and then small for 50 if you want one. But they're
Okay.
like little
Does
keychains.
Kulana want a plushie? I'll help when Kulana. I'll get.
I don't care which size. I just want one. I don't care.
So Copelia, if you could, dexterity, athletics, and sleight of hand.
So my dex is
Thank you,
12.
Pimple Snap.
12?
You're welcome.
My athletic is 9.
9, 12, 9. Oh, okay.
And sleight of hand 18.
18. So yeah, you go up. You have some grace with it, though. You seem to be throwing a little bit hard, and you keep bouncing off the back wall. You pocket a couple 100s and a 50s, but you only probably get 75 tickets, or probably closer to 50 tickets out of it in the end.
Bruh.
Kulana, your turn to roll dexterity, athletics, and sleight of hand.
Say that one more time.
1 dexterity check, 1 athletics check, and 1 sleight of hand check.
Dexterity. Okay, 11 for dexterity.
11. Okay.
Sleight of hand is and an unnatural 20.
A natural 20. Cool, cool. And,
And the
roll
last one
athletics.
was
Athletics.
athletic. 19.
19. Okay, yeah, you do pretty good. You roll up, you get a couple of the top pockets. Most of them in the middle. You only really miss 1 in total. So it's fairly solid, but you don't hit enough of the 100s to really go above and beyond. So you only get 80 tickets overall.
Oh, okay.
And then Tex, you're going to step up and you roll the dice as well.
What am I rolling again?
Dexterity, athletics, sleight of hand.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh no, it's a good start.
It's not a competition.
It is now. I'm kidding.
It is now.
What's up?
It absolutely is now.
I don't have a
I'm
party hat.
kidding.
Dexterity, what in sleight of hand? Athletics, you
Athletics.
said? $18.
18, that's pretty good.
And sleight of hand. Another 18.
Okay, so yeah, with you step up. You have like all of this stuff pretty down pat. Isa, you're like, robots cheating. That's not
Robots
allowed.
cheating. Robots are cheating.
You see you go in, you pocket like half of them into the first top one. You hit a couple more 100s, things like that. It spits out 125 tokens or tickets for you as well. So altogether, you guys could probably get. I'm just gonna say you probably Ace plays as well, gets some pockets of Ractorum tries. You guys could probably get one of the really large animals and probably 2 keychains in the end, or you could split it down to 2 mediums and a small, or medium, 3 mediums, I guess actually.
Whatever you guys want, I will give my tickets to whoever wants them the most.
I feel like the idea of a giant stuffed bear in the ship sounds amazing.
So yeah,
I
there's
agree.
actually they're not like your typical stuffed animals.
That.
There's
This would
one
love-
there's one up there that is like a white bear. It has almost, you know, like how armadillo shells have that sort of pattern.
Yes.
It has like a small armadillo shell and a very pale white face to stomach and these little tiny like mole or not mole, yeah, the mole little nose things on it.
Okay,
with these
but,
2
like-
black beady eyes on it too.
But imagine Thisbe holding a stuffed animal.
It is probably almost the size of Kulana. It is like 5 feet tall. And
It's nothing could hold him.
it's a fat boy. It's a
This sounds
chunky thing.
amazing.
You can get that and probably grab a couple keychains that are like little flowers or something like that on them. Stuffed flower
cute.
things.
Little gun charms.
Whatever Kulana wants.
Come on,
I'm
Leah.
here. I'm probably. I know.
I'm here
is
for
in a
it.
Scruffles is in a Kulana pleasing mood today.
You guys wanna get that big stuffed animal then?
Sure.
Yeah, you guys basically put up all your tickets together and hand them into there's a older bugbear man like sitting on the stand watching, and he's like, all right, what are we getting?
Ron.
Kulana just like excitedly is going to point at the big bear over there, bouncing up and down out of joy, and then he's like, okay. Takes the weird metal rod thing, lifts it up, and he basically just
Remus?
tosses it at Kulana.
Remus?
Kulana, when you get hit with
Remus?
this, you like have to really brace yourself against it because it's like it's weighted. It hits you and you almost fall backwards.
I'm just starry-eyed. I'm too starry-eyed to care.
Yeah. Pretty. That's I imagine.
Do you want me to carry it for you?
No, I'll carry it. Thank you, though.
Short little lady running around with a giant ass.
Leah, I just looked at what. Not Leah, fucking hell. Kaylin, I just looked at what you
I'm
said.
in your head.
What the
You
fuck
saw it
is
too?
Mountain Dew Bussy Blast?
Yeah, she sent it to me
I would
too.
like to know that also. It was something else.
Yeah.
Leah, you and I are the same. We're one.
Yes.
What the fuck is Mountain Dew Bussy Blast?
I don't
The
want to know,
fuck?
to be honest. Did you
It's
get the
purple.
text?
Kaylin
Kaylin
Did
has
you
a
get it as
Mountain Dew
well?
Bussy
So,
blast.
is there anything else you guys want to look for? Anything else you guys want to hunt down in this area?
My
We
sanity.
So I could throw a Kaylin at him.
Yeah. Wait, what? wait.
Need to make more narcotics.
Wait, isn't the drummer the Goliath?
No, the drummer is a scrawny white guy, basically.
Oh wait.
Oh,
But
the
he
other
has-
guy.
Yeah.
The guy with the
We'll find
ukulele
out
is the
who-
The
Goliath.
guy
Yep,
with the
yep,
ukulele is
ukulele.
Goliath.
We'll find the
Ukulele.
ukulele man, and I'll throw Kaylin at him. Like I'll push her into him.
Another Goliath,
So it's
I
like
see.
this- so it's like this, like
Kulana has a
romantic-
type.
Kulana has
tried-
a type. Yeah.
Let's just hope
so
this guy isn't gonna murder us too.
I really hope. Kaden, you better not. I want
literally-
Kulana
they-
to be
okay.
happy.
nothing's gonna happen because I literally just came up with this guy on the spot. There's
Oh,
nothing hidden behind it.
Okay, Kulana
Yeah, but he
deserves
could,
to be
like-
happy.
He could like.
That's a
he could,
blatant lie.
twist.
It
He
is
could make
not.
twist later on.
You weren't here for it. I had to generate their names during this call.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna find the Goliath.
Elliot.
Okay,
I'll
so
come
you
with.
wanna
I'll go with Capelia.
you guys are like, all right, let's go find these band guys. I want to hunt them down and figure out who they are, where they're coming from, basically.
Also, I want to
use my jump spell to
I want to
find
hug
them.
Sybil Snap for the bear. I really appreciate you doing that. That means a lot to me. And Thisbe will love him.
Elliot.
I feel like Kulana was like,
So yeah, you guys, I would like Kulana, make me an investigation check with advantage,
Oh, no.
and Copelia, I want you to roll something as well. I want
Yeah,
you to.
wait, is Sybil Snaps okay with hugs?
If you want to hug me, I'm okay with it.
Heck yeah, hug Sybil
Copelia,
Snaps.
I need you to make me
I
a
was like-
persuasion check with advantage.
persuasion.
Oh wait, I do have
Yeah.
investigation.
Yeah, you do investigation with advantage because you two are working together to try to find this. Is the group going to be following them, or is the group going to be?
I absolutely want to see this.
Okay.
Wait, what's
Roll again and take your
I
higher.
got an
take the highest
unnatural
one.
20.
Unnatural 20, pretty good.
a 23?
Oh gosh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess you guys are gonna end up finding it.
We found him.
So basically, what
We
happens
found
is
it, boys.
you go to the site where it's supposed to happen. The stage. It's a medium sized. You can probably fit 20 people on the stage comfortably in like a choir formation. Yeah. And walking around, you find a security guard. You're like, hey, we're trying to find the band members, or specifically the ukulele player. The guard's like, you want to find Arcelis.
That's a nice name.
Kaylin Simbing?
I can't
How
really
do you spell
tell you
that?
where he is, as that's not my job. Arcelis, Arsolas.
What if I
Arcelis.
pay you to tell us?
He's like, he looks at you. He's like,
Ooh,
I
like
might
that
have more information then for you, but right now I have nothing. I'll say you like toss him a couple gold.
Yeah.
With your
I'll-
persuasion check, it's not much. He's like, they're staying at a inn halfway across the city, trying to stay away from the area. Now, if they're there currently, I don't know, but that is their residence, and they're probably getting ready around there.
I feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to stalk. I don't want to stalk.
We're not. I will do the stalking. I'm gonna push you into him. It's just,
All right. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay
Pretend
with.
like you don't know who he is because you're from off planet.
Exactly.
exactly. We're just visiting here, and then
I
we're
don't
just, like, trying to
come
find
up-
a place to stay for a little bit, and I push you in.
Nice.
This is a great plan. Okay, let's go over there.
Why do
So-
you always end up trying to be a
Dang it,
wingman
Goliath.
for Kaylin?
I could not tell you. So Isa, again, you're walking around, you're leading them to the direction. You know, he says like the Red Brewery Inn.
I like
you're
this place already.
You're like, oh, I know where that is.
Brewery.
You walk across. It's probably about another mile walk to where you are. They're trying to stay away from this festival, so it's not like someone accidentally finds it, then everyone swarms them.
Are they really popular? Is that
This sounds like a popular band.
They're so living on the planet again. Isa, you probably know about them. They are not the most popular, but they're fairly sized indie sort of. They're sort of like a chill vibes and positive group. Their singer
I love
is
it.
very popular. She
Are
is
they
a
just
very.
the Grateful Dead?
Hmm?
Are they just the Grateful Dead?
I don't know who that is. So possibly.
Your mom.
The singer is a very sweet-kinded girl, but she's not the brightest. And so she gets
Aw,
like in
she's
interviews and things like
bimbo.
that, she gets gaslit. No,
She's a
not
bimbo.
really,
We love
not really.
bimbos.
She gets gaslit and she'll just go along with things to try to be kind.
Oh.
And then Arcelis will kind of just be like, that's not true. And she's like, oh, okay. Sort of thing.
Aw.
While
So,
the-
Kaden and Kaylin.
well, no, I'm the one gaslighting Kaylin, actually. But
No,
but
because
the
you kept
drummer,
me in check with the credit card.
yeah, exactly. The drummer is also known to cause issues because it's not like he's picking fights, but he likes to just mess with people and like make them
Oh.
feel insane about themselves. Like he'll just kind of lie like, oh, you know, we're gonna work with this other band and like do this crazy thing. We're like, what, really? And he's like, yeah, and then just leaves and then just makes rumors basically.
Wait, Kaden, can you type out the names for the band members in the general chat?
So you don't know the other one's names in the moment. You didn't ask about
Oh.
those. So
Do I know them?
My bad.
you might have heard of the lead singer. She goes by Yuffie, but her real name is
Euphemism.
No, Euphixa. I guess you pronounce it Eufixa. It's Euphixa. Eufixa. But she goes by Yuffie.
You fix what?
You fix a song. That's what she does.
Oh,
She's the singer of the group.
Oh.
I don't imagine you know
she
the
sounds
drummer's
adorable.
Your mom sounds adorable.
She is adorable.
You guys take about the 20 minutes time going through this city. You're starting to get away from the noise and sound, and you can really begin to hear the churning of water, like these loud cranks, which is like, dung, dung, as this ship's engines like just pounding away, getting it to move through this ocean.
Sounds fun.
With that, you guys find this tavern. It's not a small tavern. It probably could fit about 100 people in the main sitting room and hold another 50 in just different rooms across the building. They
It's a Boston pizza.
They specialize in brewing meads and sort of sweeter beers and things like that. They don't do much hard liquor and they don't do much wine, but those fewer items they specialize in, and they're known for it around here. You kind of come in, you sit down, you see that there's some people with what you guys would know as cameras, but they're basically devices that you can take a
Paparazzi?
picture of, and they will hold it onto a system, and you can basically take it around as a PDF file, but there's no way to transfer it really. So basically paparazzi.
babies.
With seeing that, you guys are like, this is probably the right place. You step inside. There is there's an elven woman tending the bar, and you can see behind her there is an older elven man sitting back and actually cooking in the kitchen. I don't know, I blanked on a term, but kitchen. And it's fairly quiet around here. It seems most of the travel has been taken over to the festival and different events like that.
Sorry, I'm kissing my cat.
What would you like to do?
Can we find the big guy?
How would you like to go about that? Because you know that if you just go looking through the rooms, you'll probably get in lots of trouble, and you don't see him in this main area.
Send out the rat.
Yeah, actually, wait. I'm gonna go to Sir Ruffles. And I'm gonna ask for Sir Ruffles to help us out real quick.
Well, if you need help.
Kulana really wants to meet the big giant guy who plays the tiny ukulele.
I don't want to see me. I don't want to
But
see
we don't exactly know where he is, but we have an idea that he's here.
We're shoving under
And
doors.
you are the
That's what we're doing.
tiniest. You're the tiniest group member we have here, so I feel like you'd have it easier to.
I still
Lana
don't
doesn't
know
know.
about
You
Sybil
want
Snap.
to know about this.
No.
I still don't know.
That's why I stepped aside with.
Yeah, you stepped to
oh.
your side.
Send
Wait,
out
did-
the
did-
rat.
wait,
Send
does-
out
wait,
the rat.
Does Sybil Snap know, or not know, but would he care if I knew?
At
Or-
this point, I don't imagine, but I don't imagine you want the random people in this tavern to know.
Yeah.
True, understandable.
The robot's face just opens up.
So maybe.
Well, I
you could,
imagine
like-
that I had like a little
A
chute
secret,
that I could
yeah,
scroll.
secret contraption right out the
It
butthole.
goes
Just a little
with the butt.
slide.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it does not come out the ass.
Yes, it does.
I imagine it goes
So-
through your leg
Perfect.
to the heel, so if something happens to your face, you can escape just your legs.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't wait to eat this bagel.
So
Yes, you can.
I'm like personally I would, but I'm obviously I can't.
Big
Uh,
metal lady.
So do you want to
Metal
accept
Lady.
that invite to basically?
What rooms do you want me to check?
So what's this place look like, Kaden?
So the layout is essentially there's a main room which is
We
this
love our war
lovely
horses, it's
dining
okay.
hall. It's sort of like what's behind me. It's going to be this much more warm and inviting room, except it's going to have a lot more refined metal and stone built in, so it's much more designed properly. There is 2 branches off. You don't know what the rooms lead to, but there's 2 doors they don't seem to be blocked off, and then there's a bathroom against the back wall. There's also a stairway that leads upstairs to 2 hallways on either side as well.
Would Isa know the layout at like more?
Probably not. Isa has an apartment, so he doesn't really stay in rooms like this often. Isa, you might know about this building. Your work probably had an event in here. The 2 side rooms are most likely going to be like event halls, sort of different spaces for people to use as they need. They can rent them out, do whatever they need. And the upstairs rooms are probably just that. They're probably just bedrooms and things.
Probably not where they will be then. If they're just sideways event halls, then they'll probably be upstairs.
In the bedrooms, I would assume.
And that. Yeah.
Oh, you could. Okay, so here's my idea. So we don't be too creepy about it.
Oh, yeah. I'm down for that.
You can go. Scruffles can go upstairs instead of going into the rooms. Just like listen to hear if there's any human bodies. Possibly
We won't break
inside
into
the room.
places, but we will listen in on them.
If a
What if
rat
they're changing? What if they're changing? What if
In-
they're changing? I don't want to
in-
see like a
Yeah,
Puppeteer or something,
reality
like-
in our real life, if a rat can fit its head under something, it can get in.
Oh, looking at these doors, you could definitely
Yeah.
go under them. Like, there's probably this
just,
much
like-
space that you can squeeze
Oh,
under.
so then you could peek underneath to see
Yeah,
if
just
the
peek
big
under,
giant
like-
man is in there.
Can
Okay,
Scruffles
so-
do that thing where like they dislocate all their limbs?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
pretty
rats
much.
could do that.
Yes,
They
rats
can.
can do
It's,
that.
it's gross.
And sure.
They dislocate all their limbs, and that's how they fit through it because their skeleton just goes.
They swamp.
Yeah.
They turn into slush.
If you could
You're
help
just giving me
us
flashbacks to the
be,
shrew incident.
like you could be like really cool wingmans for like, Kulana. If you're up for it. If you don't want to
If we're up for it.
I think it's kind of cute. I mean, you
Garrison
guys
is
are
not
great,
liable.
and I trust you. I mean,
I
Then
have
I
a pretty
have-
good stealth check, I'm pretty sure.
I have a request then.
What's that?
Yes, what's the
Could you
request?
watch over the mech while I?
Yes, I could do that.
I will. Sit
Actually,
him
can
down.
I can do that. Actually, I
I'm
want to go
so
sit at the bar
smart.
anyway, so can I take the robot with me?
Oh yeah, you just have the robot sit at the bar and then.
I'll put
Yes,
it
I can
like in a. Kaden, would mine have like just a little autopilot that it just like.
I
Just
imagine
as, like,
you can
random
have it.
autonomous
You can have it
movement.
idling, but it wouldn't be able to take any
Yes.
actions.
Exactly.
So if anyone
yeah, so
asks
just have
you
it idle.
questions, you'd just be
I'll talk
Like
for
that.
the robot.
all right.
Just,
So yeah,
he's a little sleepy.
you two go sit down at the bar. Capelia, I imagine you were gonna go
Capelia.
sit down as well.
Could you help me
Yeah.
get
Oh.
to the top?
I'll sit
of
with
the
Okay.
Capelia.
So, well, Capelia was the rat asked Capelia to help.
Yeah,
my bad, my
move
bad.
quickly.
So yeah, you
Uh,
just as the little robot. I guess I'm sitting at the bar and I just come out the heel and Capelia's like,
Catch
Yeah,
it.
I just kind
But as Isa, you sit down.
girl, she did train me.
Kulana sits down next to on the far side, and then Sir's Snipple Snaps robot sits in between you. The bar maiden just comes up. Oh, hi. Welcome to the what did I call it? The Red Brewery
Red
Inn?
Brewery.
Red Brewery Inn.
Brewery. Inn.
What can I get you today?
2 rounds.
2 rounds. All right, fair thing. Have that up just real quick for you. She goes to the back, pours you guys 2 drinks, sets it down in front of you and the robot. She probably sits down in front of Kulana because she doesn't expect the robot to want to drink. She's like, any food for you guys?
A baked potato sounds pretty good.
Is there
right
a
now.
menu for this?
She's like, oh sure. She hands it up to you, Kulana. When you look at the baked potato, it is very expensive. It's like
Ooh.
15 silver.
If it's a,
What is-
but like
Let me check my thing.
a good baked potato though.
You could also though, there's things like fried fish or fish sticks, things like that for like only a couple copper.
Are you gay?
What are you, gay? Yeah.
I'm confused.
Like
I
fish
only-
sticks? What are
I
you
only-
gay?
I only have 17 gold.
I'll pay it for you.
No, what's something that I could get with gold? What?
Well, gold's higher than silver.
Oh yeah. Well,
I can pay for it.
One
So
gold.
if you
10
guys want
silver.
to basically just get baked
I
potatoes,
can give you my 3 silver that I have. I'll contribute to the.
so yeah, you guys sit down, each of you knock off 1 gold. She'll come out with a little tiny tray of some like fresh vegetables and snacks and things like that for you to sit down and eat.
Oh yeah.
You guys have a nice little
Like that.
conversation.
I'll get rid of my 3 silver for to Capelia.
As you're talking though, as you guys are having this conversation, the barmaid's going back and things like that. Capelia, you kind of have this rat in your hands and you just run upstairs real quick.
Speed.
At the top of the steps, you let Stibble Snaps out. You see straight ahead of you, there is a hallway that is, it's fairly lengthy. And actually towards the end, there is a dwarven man in some, sort of like black clothing, or not really black, but just darker tone clothing with a
Like a
head
bouncer
with a
almost,
blue
like a
hair
bodyguard.
belt. Yeah, he looks similar to a bodyguard, but he's just sitting at the edge of a door, just sitting outside.
I whisper to
Kaden, I have a
Scruffles.
question.
What's up?
Oh, what?
Okay, no, what were you gonna say first, Leah?
That's probably the room that they're in.
I just kind of like little rat just like poking over your thumbs
Yeah.
in his dapper little top hat, you know,
Yes.
I
vest.
forgot you have outfit on your rat
I
person.
do.
A little baby.
All right, I have a question, Kaden.
What's up?
Is my magic tied to my mech?
No, your mech can transfer your magic out, but it is not tied
Magic
to
mouse.
it.
All right,
Magic mouse.
invisibility is a spell I have.
Oh no. Are you gonna use
I
it?
Because I was about to
Probably.
make a huge distraction or some shit if you didn't have anything.
I look at Copelia and I'm like, I can. Look, let me make my voice higher. I can cast invisibility.
I nod and I smile. Oh, so
Oh
cute.
gosh. This is something I couldn't have planned for.
Oh my gosh.
This is what happens when a party member is a rat.
I love
and a
it.
magic rat at that.
I wish Kulana knew.
Magic rat in a top hat.
Yeah, Kilo,
Oh,
you're
baby,
probably trying to
hello,
talk to
honey.
Thibblesnap at the table, and they're not
I'm just kinda-
responding
and
to
I
you.
Like in
Smiling, staring off into the distance.
and I feel bad, so I'm like kind of talking with Thibblesnap, and I'm like, did I say something like what? Did I say something
you
wrong?
look over to Isa and you're like, did I say
Did
something
I
wrong?
said
No, I think he's just tired.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I'll
just
just
ignoring the fact that Warforged just physically can't tire.
It worked. It worked.
I just kind of nodded. I'm like, oh wait, should Isa roll to see if Kulana
yeah.
just goes?
Oh, God,
Isa,
okay.
roll a deception check. Kulana, roll a insight check.
Oh god.
Insight. Hang
We're
on,
gonna
hang
do
on.
direct competition.
Oh, of course it's charisma.
Oh gosh,
Bring my
I got
weaknesses.
21.
12.
Oh, I got a
So,
12.
Yeah, you see Isa is like kind of darts their eyes like, they're just tired, and you're like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I've hung out with Capelia, and they don't sleep. How would they be
Oh yeah,
tired? But,
I was like,
like,
but wait,
um,
Capelia doesn't sleep.
Socially, you know? Like when your battery's empty.
I guess. I don't know. I guess Thibblesnaps is an introvert. I mean, hey, that's okay.
Truffles is very introverted.
Oh,
If I've learned anything
oh,
so far.
should we roll again?
No, we'll just,
Can I keep
we'll
this
just
up?
continue. Or if you
Okay,
want to.
okay.
We can if you want to, but
No, it's okay. We'll
Okay.
continue. We'll
Alright.
continue.
so upstairs. Autumn, did you decide that you would like to
Yes,
go?
I will
Okay.
cast invisibility.
So,
and I'm
yeah.
probably gonna go for the door with a dwarf.
Okay, so what happens is, Capelia, you're like, okay, be free. And the rat looks back at you like, watch this. And just disappears. just entirely gone. Thibblesnap, you see
Wait,
this.
I have a question.
What's up?
Wouldn't the guy notice that there's a giant freaking warforged like at the edge of
So-
at the end of the hall? Just
So the hallway isn't super bright, and he seems to be sitting down just reading a book. He's not really like super on guard at the moment.
Imagine if he looks up and there's just a silhouette of this giant freaking orb.
That'd be terrifying.
Standing there
Just
menacing.
Menacingly.
glowing eyes staring at him.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
So you see this it's a dimly lit hallway with a very rich soft rug going down all the way to the center, and then a sort of like wooden floorboards across the other side.
We gotta steal it.
Can we pretend that? Okay, I'm sorry.
With that, you see the dwarf. He's sitting in a chair by the door and just reading a book. The book is probably titled something like Jujutsu and the Art of Self-Defense or something like that. Something very simple. And
you.
the
Gentle
door,
art of folding clothing while people are still inside.
exactly. The door cracks on the bottom are fair size, but they have like a sort of rubber sweep that you'd have to kind of push past. But you could, in your rat mouse form, do it.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So I want to cast invisibility, and I go right for the door that the dwarf is by.
Okay. I would have you make a stealth check with advantage, and on top of that, roll me an investigation or perception check, I should say, perception.
Stealth with advantage.
all down the
What is
stairs?
civil stealth?
What is happening? Is that
Yeah,
Sully,
I hear
Aelin?
it. No, I think it's
that's the
Sir
kittens.
Scruffles.
Oh, the
Sir
kittens.
Scruffles.
They're running.
That's the sound of Sir Scruffles running across the floor.
Yes.
Alright, so a 17 for stealth.
Okay.
Then was it perception? That's a
Perception.
natural 20.
Oh my gosh. So okay. So you basically
So perception
you're in no
is-
rush at all.
Yeah.
So you're walking down this hallway. The guy reading the book isn't gonna realize that he's not looking for a rat that is also invisible. Essentially. You walk up, you see that there's this rubber seal with a little bit of finesse. You imagine you can get under it without being spotted. But what you hear is actually, you hear the shower running. You hear in the distance, it seems to be against the back wall almost, the shower running. And you hear a beautiful voice actually singing in the shower. It seems to be just, it's more humming as well, along with some different sort of like almost like a soft pop song. Not really super energetic, but more melodic and slow. And it is just, it sounds like a very lovely
I'd
lady
rather
singing
red
to herself.
Squidward's nose.
Oh,
Incorrect. And that's the only thing you really hear going on in the room. Do you want to push into the doorway?
I will push into the doorway, sure.
Okay. Yeah, you go under the door. I'm not going to have Nick you roll a check because it's such a good play. I'm just going to let it happen. And you enter into what seems to be like the actual suite of the building. It seems to be a very luxurious room. There is
The VIP room.
pretty much, there's 2 beds and a large couch sitting in there. And each of the areas seems to have like stuff thrown about. The largest bed seems to have some bright blue and yellow clothing strewn across it, sort of laid out in sort of like, seems like someone's planning out their outfit for the day. Another one has a lot of sweaters or not sweaters, but sweatshirts and jackets, oddly enough, just like a lot of them, and then some different sort of chain accessories onto the side as well. And the couch has a big old suitcase. There's a pillow and a small blanket sitting on top of the couch. But there is not much activity other than in the shower.
Alright. Question. Did they leave any food unprotected?
There is a table to the side with like drinks and snacks on it.
Alright.
It's
What
a nice
is on it?
crackers. You see some crackers, some cheese, meats,
Alright, that's all I need to know.
and then there's like different sorts of cooked salmon and things like that.
ooh,
Alright,
getting
can I
fancy
skip-
up in this bitch.
Can I
Not really. It's
skitter
a
the
planet of the
table,
ocean.
And
Shut
can
up.
I grab a little thing, like little cracker?
Sure. Yeah. You hop onto the table and you basically just sit there for a minute. There's like 3 different types of crackers, like a wheat cracker, other things like that. You're just sitting there munching it. It's a pretty good cracker. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Nicely salted,
Right.
things like that.
Solid cracker.
Solid, very good. It's mentally to myself, just very good cracker.
Pretty good.
Very-
Is there
very
anything else
good.
you'd like to investigate in the room?
Carry on.
Anything in the belongings that would lead me to believe that these are the people? I already have a suspicion that this is who it is.
So, roll me an investigation check real quick.
Sure. 20.
20. Oh, okay. Yeah, looking
I have a
around,
plus 10 to investigate.
there is their individual belongings, which the poster you saw had them all dressed up, and you can see like some of these. The drummer had a very noticeable, like he had a bandana on his head that was black with a specific pattern. It's like almost like a sort of like a wavy pattern, not like it's sort of if you threw a rock in an ocean and the pattern, the sort of like
Oh, the ripples.
ripple pattern that appears on it. That sort of effect on his headband. That you can actually see a couple in a bag sitting on his bed. A couple, not like several of the headbands. You get sweaty. You don't use the same headband. That's gross.
That's like a couple. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, do I snag one for Kilana?
Oh, well, it's the drummer. It's not the guy with the ukulele.
It's still a souvenir.
We don't need it.
There is on the biggest bed. There is this. It's her whole outfit. It's a yellow shirt with these blue, sort of ripped jeans, as well as some. I get what color would match in boots? Some sort of brown boots, I guess, something like that. And they're laid out on the bed with a nice scarf as well, setting around.
Aw.
There's some glasses and things like that set there, and you imagine that that's the main lead singer's location. On top of that, there is then the couch that seems to be where the Goliath is sleeping. He has his outfits seem to be a little bit more gray in tone, but he has some like the jeans that have the built-in wrinkles around the knees and things like that. A white t-shirt and then a leather jacket that goes over that, as well as he has a like a deep blue ukulele with the same watery pattern on it.
Interesting. All right. So this is definitely their suite. I found it. Can I snag a little headband for Kirlana?
Yeah.
Roll it up real tight and just hold it under me.
Okay, so yeah, you basically you're small and this room is fair size. So you basically crawl down this table leg, run across this room all the way to the other side where the beds are. And as you begin to climb up the bed, the shower head turns off in the bathroom.
I'm still invisible. I have an hour.
You are still invisible. You get up onto the bed. This bed is he does not put the bed back together whenever he wakes up. So it's like it's mess and everything like that. And you can jump up onto the bed, find this little bag, and you pull out the headband.
I just want one.
Yeah, that does not go invisible.
I know.
So you have that and you're on the bed. Are you just going to try to run out of the room?
Well, let me double check. Let me recheck invisibility, because I still have... God damn it. Okay. As if I'm wondering, if I drop invisibility quickly, and then recast it while I'm holding it.
It would, yes.
Oh wait, do you know what? At some point, I want to try to investigate if the lead singer and if the Goliath are dating. Because if they are, then I won't. I don't want.
Can I do that then? Can I just like flick off the invisibility and then recast it?
If you want to use that extra spell slot, sure.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you basically flick it off and you turn that spell slot back on. In that time, though, because it does take that period of your whole turn, essentially, you hear the person begin to get out of the shower and starting to dry off, still humming to herself and singing and all that.
All right. Then I want to get out because I'm like, I want to give her some privacy, so I will be back.
So yeah, you basically hop down off the bed, you run. Now you're going to have to make another stealth check to see if you can get past without the security guard being confused.
I mean, what's
said-
gonna happen? He's gonna try to hunt down an invisible
Where
rat.
did Tim go?
I don't know. Tim died. Oh no.
Maybe his internet went poo-poo.
Maybe I hope they're okay. Wait, hang on. I'll message. Oh yeah, they're completely off Discord.
Their internet might have crashed. That's rough.
Oof.
That's rough,
buddy.
buddy.
Alright, well that's gonna be a 20 for stealth.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to. You basically kind of push this this headband under it and roll with it, so it doesn't make as much noise when it comes back down. And then you have this headband. It's fairly fashionable. It looks fairly nice pattern. And you run away and just go back to the group to where you saw that they were. As you're running away, you do hear the door open from the bathroom, and you imagine that if you were there, you would have seen something you might not want to have seen, or might have wanted to. I won't judge.
Who knows?
And then you walk down, hop back into your mech seat, and then go back up. You leave the bandana on the floor, pick it up, and you hand it to Kirlana.
Character Kirlana here scuttling from inside Scuffles.
The tavern isn't very busy, but there's enough noise, and they have like an automatic music box playing something, so it's not enough that they can hear anything really. If you fell down the stairs, they might have heard it.
Tim messaged me.
What happened?
What did they say?
I said no, you died, and then Tim went no.
I want to find Capelia then, and I will hand over the headband to her, and I was like...
Capelia or Kirlana?
Capelia.
Capelia, okay. So Capelia, the Sir Thibblesnap hands you over this headband. It's a fully black headband, already like pre-tied, and it has this sort of water wave pattern built into it.
Oh my gosh, Luna.
take it and I shove it in a pocket.
All right, you do that.
Yes, I prefer we should not. I prefer we should not reveal that until we are probably off planet.
Yeah.
But it's a little present for Kudana.
So that's the room I'm.
Yes.
Awesome.
No one was
Okay.
in the room where it happened.
Well, there was one person in the room.
If I could prove, but I never
I'm gonna pick Scruffles back up and I'm gonna go back down.
Okay, yeah, you guys go back down to the
Yeah.
room. Yeah, you sit down. They have a tray of food out with some drinks. You guys eat up a little bit. After about 10 minutes, though, you, Sybil Snap specifically, you see that same gnome walking, or not gnome, sorry, wrong race. You see the same dwarven man walking down, and then there's a figure following behind him, but they are in a robe and then a bundled up coat, and they walk into the event room off to the right, and then disappear into that hallway.
Pass
That's
along
dumb.
the information.
That is them.
That's
100%. So now we gotta figure out how to
Welcome
push
back, Isa.
Kulana.
Jim!
Tim's alive still.
We have to figure out how to push Kulana into Sid giant man.
You do notice though that the person goes in, so the doors like open up and are slow again to close, but the dwarven man seems to just sit down right behind the door. He doesn't go very far from that doorway.
The dwarven man. Oh, he's a bouncer.
Mom's bouncing.
Is there anything you guys would like to try with that?
Elliot.
Does Sir Scruffles have any ideas?
I mean, I got the information.
Well, you
Well,
know
I
where
don't
they
know.
sleep. That's just weird.
But they went into that room over there.
Exactly. What you want me to do about that, I don't know.
I don't know either. Because we have to. My goal is to have Kulana and the giant man replace
Yeah.
the small Yuke meet.
Yes.
Hmm.
They get rid of my candy. I did not. Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna
guys,
ask.
calm
We're at
down.
the bar, right?
What's up?
We're at the bar, right?
Yes, you're at the bar.
The person who's serving, I'm gonna ask them. What that room is over there? That.
She was like, "Oh, that's one of our event centers. People can rent it out and basically do whatever they need, hold gatherings, hold different sort of organizations, or just use it for extra storage if they're in town and need it."
I see.
Hmm.
So is it being used right now?
Yes, it is currently rented out. Though the one on the east wing, it is not. It is available if you need it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
She just nods at you and walks away.
My brain is turning currently. Maybe Isa has some ideas. Does Isa have any ideas?
But yeah, I didn't notice the
I
Thibble
am
snaps,
fighting
right?
for my life.
No.
Go back in.
Yeah, Thibble, you are still technically invisible, Thibble Snap, but you're in a mech, so it's not noticeable.
And so,
So
I,
if Stivels is still invisible, what if they possibly snuck into the other room to see what's happening in there?
Do you want to try
I
to sneak?
didn't technically drop.
No, you did not. I
concentration.
would allow you to keep. It's an hour, right?
There is an hour.
Yeah, so you probably still have 50 minutes of stealth in time.
I was like, I guess I'll go back in.
All right, so
Just
you.
can you get me over there so I don't get
oh
trampled?
no!
Yeah. I pick the.
So yeah, you drop back out. You're like Capella. You're like, oops, I dropped something, because we know how good you are at lying.
Right? Oh
Uh,
my god! Oops, my bad.
You take it over.
Silly.
As you step closer to the door, you see that the eyes of the barmaiden kind of looks over at you. I'd like you to make me a stealth check.
Me?
Yes, you. With your
Shit.
disadvantage stealth.
Oh no!
No.
Tim, are you okay?
I am fighting for my life right now.
Oh no.
What happened?
I got an 11.
My
11.
Wi-Fi is wanting to kill me, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. It's being really weird right now.
Was that with disadvantage, Leah?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. You see the barman, excuse me, that space is being used. Please don't go over there.
My apologies. So I go as close as I can.
She's like, no,
without
you
getting all that.
have to step away. And you basically have to
I-
drop Sir Thibblesnap down far away, and you have to run over there. And she kind of she's now keeping an eye on you. She's now watching out for what you're doing. So you're on the radar. Any sort of actions from you and your group are gonna be a lot harder to complete.
Can I start a conversation with the bartender then?
Sure. What would you like to ask the bartender?
So we had a few events back here for sort of some promotional things. Whenever someone would get a really high promotion, all that sort of thing. Do you still make that certain kind of mead? And I want to ask about that mead specifically.
So you want to give off like a generic name of mead, basically?
Yeah, exactly.
Roll me deception check. Because this will see how
Shoot.
good you are at lying and how good you are at coming up with a fake name, basically.
All right. Let's see. That's a 10.
You give her off her
This
name,
is
she's like
happening-
she's already skeptical of your party. She goes,
Yeah.
no, I don't think we've ever made a mead by that name personally. You must have us confused with another town or another tavern.
Damn.
You just say
happening,
that.
I
Like, all
I placed
right.
a scruffle
Damn.
down.
Yeah. You Scruffle already going on their way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm already on my
yeah.
way.
While you're trying to hit up this conversation and kind of doing a little poorly, Snibblestaff, this doorway is actually like there's no rubber seal or anything like that. There's just a big old gap beneath it.
I was like, this is big for me.
Yeah, you basically can just run under it without any issues. The first room you enter into is another large hall. You probably fit like 50 different people in here. There's some tables set up with some gear and equipment strewn across it. There's a small stage where it seems like they were testing some of their sound equipment, things like that. And then there's another door on the far side that leads into a side room, it seems.
Yeah, is that the one where they went into?
No, you're in the one they went into, but there's a second doorway. There's no one in this main room except for the guard. And then probably a couple tech people looking around at music equipment, but they're all in their black clothing and just looking at stuff. You basically, you hop over into this other room where you actually see all three members of the band practicing. You have the Goliath, you have the human, and you have the water Ganassi. And walking through, you see that they're not playing actual instruments. They're playing on like almost holograms of instruments, and they have these headphones plugged in on their head. And they're kind of just sitting there playing, vibing, playing some music with each other.
So I found him.
Yes, you did.
Now what do I do?
That's a great question.
What could you do?
Oh,
You
God.
steal from the Goliath, make him chase you away.
Find his phone number.
Well, you don't really have phone numbers in this world, but okay.
Hmm.
Oh, Tim died again.
No.
Did you see Tim's frozen?
Yeah.
No,
Tim's
Tim.
very
They keep
happy.
dying. It's making me sad. They keep dying.
At least he's happy in his final moments.
No, Tim, no. We'll remember them. It's okay. Tim.
I don't know what I could do. My location, my mission was to find them, right?
Pretty much.
So yeah, I will go back then because I don't know of any. I'm a very I do what you tell me kind of person. So I will
Okay.
head back.
Yeah, you head back, you hop back into your mech, you kind of just lean over to Kiolana and Capelli and be like, yeah, they're practicing in that room. Under your breath, trying not to let the barmaiden hear you. You just say, yeah, they're all
Okay.
practicing in that room.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
What's the what's the closest seating area to that area? Like to that
So there is a there is a booth table about 15 feet away from the door. It's like you sit down and you'd have to go out, go in again into this diagonal side hallway, and then go to the door, which then you'd have to pass the security guard, all the tech members, and get into there to only speak with them.
So if we were to sit in the closest booth in the area there,
Mm-hmm.
if they were to walk out, would I have the ability to push Kulana into the aisle?
I imagine you would be able to. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to migrate to that seating area.
All right. You're like, hey, bartender, can we get a full plate of food service? We're going to go sit in the bar. You're going to go sit in that booth and hang out. And she's like, all right. She's still skeptical of you specifically as well. She's like, I can get you a full platter. It'll cost 10 gold.
Awesome, I have that.
So you
I
yeah,
give her.
mark it off. Basically, you guys go sit down over there. She brings out a, it is a small, like, turkey, or more like a
Luna.
chicken thing. Chicken lizard
You
shape.
have chickens?
Everywhere has chickens.
Is
of
that
course.
a chicken?
But there's also a large amount of different types of fish, like popcorn, shrimp, things like that as well. She also brings out.
Make sure Kulana's on the edge of the seat.
She also.
Do I understand what's going on?
I don't imagine so, because Capelli has not communicated, and it's a very strange idea to physically push you out of a chair into some character just because she wants you to be there. It's very weird. But yeah, so you do all that, and she brings out 2 jugs of some ale for you guys as well, and you just sit down and wait. You know that it's probably about 3.5 or 3 hours until they are supposed to be performing on that stage. And so how long are you gonna wait?
Wow, we're gonna eat the good
Yeah,
stuff.
it was about 30-minute walk
obviously.
as well to get there.
Should I just keep vibing in my chair? Just kind of.
Sure.
Yeah, just.
We just have a nice conversation. with
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
party,
It's like,
you know.
how is everything?
Our lives are kind of crazy, but I'm
It
glad
really-
I met you all.
I absolutely adore you guys. It's just
100%.
100%. 100%.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm
Let's
gonna
not get
fill
absorbed by the
Texan
water.
with my plan here.
Say that again.
I'm gonna fill Texan with my plan.
Okay, so yeah,
boy.
Tex, you kind of, Capelli leans over and is like, hey, when they exit, I'm just gonna shove Kilana into the biggest figure that comes out. For whatever reason.
Oh.
I don't know what it's going to accomplish for you.
I'm trying to get her laid.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
Why would that work?
absolutely.
How was that?
Because
Oh, my
if I push her in,
headphones. I wanted to whip my hair around. I can't hear. Say that again?
because I push her in, then she has a conversation with this nice friendly giant, which obviously she's gonna be into. Because
So are you
It's
going
Kulana.
are you going to fill Kulana in on this plan?
okay, I will fill her in a little bit.
What do you tell her? Because this is going to be very important for the role she's going to make.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell her that there's this, like, one of the band members is this giant guy that,
You know she's interested
Probably.
in because you guys
Yes.
talked about it. She's like, oh.
and they're currently in the other room right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh, all right.
It's pretty cool.
All right.
maybe you could have a conversation with him sometime since we're so
I-
close right
I
now.
mean, hopefully at some point we'd like. That'd be kind of cool if we all bumped into them. I bet they're all great though. But yeah,
Oh, 100%.
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'm trying to pretend I don't know.
My cheeks hurt.
Okay. But yeah, I mean that'd be kind of cool. But I doubt they'd have time to see us. To
But
be
you're
honest,
such a pretty lady.
You're such a pretty lady.
Thank you.
Stop! Stop it!
Starts aggressively making out.
Hey, yo.
Bartender's like, man, they had way too much of that ale. Holy cow.
Stop.
I didn't think robots
I
could
ordered
get
another
drunk. So yeah, after about an
Oh.
hour of you guys sitting down talking things like that, Capelia, you're probably listening the most. You hear that door open, the door to that private room you're walking into.
I'm gonna peek over. Not gonna make it too. I don't want to make it too like obvious though.
You see that you have the dwarven man that was guarding that doorway, and a couple of the guards coming out, as well as 3 figures behind them, all bundled up in clothing and like darker outfits. And they begin
Tall guy
walking out
too?
of the room.
The tall guy, yeah.
He would be there. He is in the center. about.
Okay. So when he gets closer, I would like to.
Hey, Luna.
Oh.
Hey.
All right, well, tell me what you
Luna.
want to do. We gotta wait for Kilon to get back, though.
So I'm gonna. What I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna stand up like I'm gonna pretend to leave, but since Kulana is like at the end, she would have to get up and move out of the booth so I could leave. And
Fair.
that would be my chance to pretend to fall and push her out of the.
Sorry.
That'd be
Okay,
a
I'm
pretty
back.
big fall, because Kulana is small, I'm assuming, and
Well, she's
Well, I'm
medium
gonna,
size,
like,
but
I'm
small.
gonna,
Capelia
like,
is
like,
literally made of metal.
I'm not gonna squish her kind of fall, but like
Yeah,
kind of like
I know what you
tumble
mean.
and like
You're gonna basically
But-
begin to trip and just go boof and
Yeah.
push her. So yeah, Kulana, you hear the people start coming out. You're not really paying much attention to that though, because you're talking with your friends and things like that.
Yeah.
But Capelia goes, "Oh, I real quick gotta go to the bathroom or something like that." So you're like, "Oh, okay, let me get out of your way."
Bathroom. I'm like, wait, a
Warm
second.
forest.
Wait,
Just
bathroom.
something.
Oh no, I'm like, oh, you know
nose,
what?
okay? I
Maybe
never
she
look
just.
good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You basically you scoot over to the side, stand up. So the booth has like that small step down, like some of them do. And she just stands up. Capelia, you stand up, and as these people are passing by, you like line them up, and you're like, okay, you trip and push her. But what I need you to do for me is make a performance check and a strength check.
If Snuffles had a camera, he'd be sitting there with a cell phone recording.
You literally.
Just like,
Just recording, seeing what happens. Literally, like, flash on to Luna. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
I got-
sorry.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
exactly. Just,
I
Luna!
got a 20 for performance.
Oh my
check.
gosh.
Unnatural.
Damn.
What about your strength
And then-
check?
No,
The strength. Oh dear God.
she went over the table.
What
no.
over the thing? I got
Luna?
a 9 for
Oh
strength.
gosh. Okay. Once Kulana gets back, I'll explain what happened.
I'm scared.
Elliot,
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
What?
So
you know that unicorn I was trying to take?
Kulana.
I know.
So
I have it
Capelia
now.
stands up and she trips over her own foot. It looks very convincing that like she actually tripped, and everyone believes that because you rolled high enough.
Oh,
But
cute.
she-
A Capelia trip?
Yeah, Capelia trips while trying to go to the bathroom. And
So-
she falls over and goes to like catch herself on you and pushes you over. You get knocked over. You don't get flung though, like Capelia was hoping, but you get pushed over and basically get right next to this large figure that you know is the Goliath man. You have like
Okay.
a second to do anything you want.
How do I fall?
So wait, do you want to pretend to fall into him as
Gracefully.
well?
I didn't
No.
know how.
Well, no. Is that what you want to do? Because I'll have you roll for it.
I don't know how. So should I roll of how I'm gonna fall? Is that
No,
what
no,
you're
no.
asking?
Tell me if that's what you want to do. Do you want to pretend to fall? Because you did not get fully pushed over. You took a step to the side, basically, but you didn't actually get knocked over.
You know what? Screw it.
Make me a
Go to the
performance check
leg.
then.
Screw it.
Make me a performance check.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
But I saw him immediately, and I look at Capelia. Okay.
You
so
knew
perform-
exactly what I was doing right when it was happening.
No.
So a
Not
9.
A 9.
Yeah, that's not the best. You get pushed over, you catch yourself, and then fall again, oddly, like tripping over your own foot. It's not convincing, and they kind of know what's happened, but you fall, and you basically slap him on the arm, and one of your hands like lands on his chest, all dramatic.
Oh god, no, no,
Uh,
no, no, no.
And instantly, the tech people grab you and pull you off him and push you back to your seat, basically. The Goliath guy just looks out at you like, what are you doing?
I'm embarrassed. I back up and I'm just embarrassed.
Bright
Like,
red-faced.
I'm like, I'm so sorry.
They're like, stay out of the way, some of the tech people say to you, and they keep on walking. And they're just like, you see the Goliath kind of turn back and look at you and like, what the? And just keep walking. That was never going to end well for you guys. You had to pull something off miraculous to have anything good happen.
Should I just give up?
No.
Oh, gosh.
I pretty much. But here, I want to tell you something funny. So when Kaden and I first met, at the time when I found out he was already dating somebody else, when his sister told me, and such, I pretty much I've told myself like I'm gonna give up and not. I just straight up just gave up.
Well, you failed at that one.
I
got wrecked. But yeah, they end up walking out the door, and you can kind of hear them get into some sort of vehicle and then drive off.
Isa orders a pity round for the crew.
You get everyone shots, even the robots. I get one.
I'm gonna help Luana.
I'm like, I'm all red in the face.
Trying not to laugh.
I just am embarrassed, but like kind of giggling, but embarrassed at the same time.
This is when I take out the headband. It's like, here, Scruffles got this one.
The headband, you can see that it matches the drummer's headband from that band as well.
How did you get the drummer's headband?
I may know some people.
What do you mean?
I look over at Kulana and I'm just like,
What do you mean? Hi, but what do you mean?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. I'm crushed.
So yeah, you guys basically sit down for a little bit longer, and you guys know within about the hour the band will actually begin playing. So if you guys would like to go back to that area and try to see them there again, you can.
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Permission
really
to
weird.
chuck Kulana onto the stage.
Yes!
You will have to. Ooh, you could try.
Like a 3-person catapult.
You could definitely
onto the
try.
stage.
They have to be impressed with our dedication.
Oh my god.
I don't think Caden's gonna live.
No, you guys would have to roll well. You'd have to do it because it's very hard to throw a person, and to throw a person past a gap and past security guards is extra hard. So you could.
Who's the strongest in this party?
Probably you.
That's why I was saying all 3 of us
Me?
could do it.
Yeah, probably you to be honest.
Okay,
Should I
so
go
I will do the most like pushing, and then when she gets up there, we have to pray that she rolls good.
All right. So you guys basically march on back like we're not done yet. We're gonna let Kulana talk with this person.
If it doesn't
Well,
work out, it does.
We're gonna go back to our own like home in Hone and shit. Like it's not gonna. Might as well have a blast.
No, didn't the people who let us on here say they have trouble with people from Hone?
They
Yeah.
weren't
Oh,
talking.
no.
They weren't talking about
Expectation
people
of it.
bothering bands. They were more talking about people like blowing up buildings, or like kidnapping people. So,
terrorists.
So are
Yeah.
people from Hone just cowboys?
I was very skeptical at
guess.
first.
Are they like the Texans of the solar system?
It kind of, because Hone is a very complicated
are,
place, all about capitalism. So,
Nah.
kind of.
Oh, it's Texas.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah, it's
unless you
Texas.
have like
It's
a more like
Texas.
Who cares about dumb old Texas?
maybe we should be a little
Andy Cheeks
more
does.
less ruthless when it comes to our ideas and trying to get Kulana a boyfriend.
Look,
After
we have
that
the
whole
Hone way of solving things.
with Coddling, I forget.
Yeah. That one ended very poorly for you.
Yeah.
We have the Hone way of solving things.
The hone
There has to be a way to get backstage, like not illegally.
We should ask if there's backstage tickets.
Yes.
You know,
Wait.
like a normal person.
like a normal.
This
I'm from Hone, I'm not
ask
normal.
Isa- I'm gonna
This
ask Isa if she knows anybody who may have an idea of how we can get backstage tickets.
Liam, this
Do I have
is
some
literally
connections with
what
that?
happened. This is
So,
literally what
Isa,
happened in
you
Making
would-
Nightmares all over again.
I would say you do not know about anyone. You don't know anyone personally that works with us because this would be a touring agency. They'd
Yeah.
have their own rules and regulations, everything like that. But you would know that a lot of times these places will sell like experiences where you or your group of friends can go backstage and hang out with the crew for a while. Though it does come with a price depending on how popular the people are.
A sacrifice with.
My background just glitched. That was
Okay,
weird.
how do we find out how much it is? Because
You would have to go speak with whoever sells those tickets.
who sells the stick to this? Who
You
sells the
don't.
tickets?
You don't really know. You have to go find them.
Okay, you said there's like paparazzi outside, right?
Yes, there were some people inside and outside who were paparazzi. Like
Okay,
figures.
inside, I'm gonna find one of the paparazzi people and ask if they know where we could get tickets.
You see someone stop someone with a camera and they're like, "Pff, I don't know, probably like one of the merchants who sells their merch at the event.
Merchants
Let's
that
go
sell
there.
merch.
Let's go. Onwards.
Let's go there.
Let's go,
Merchants that
group.
sell merch.
All right, so yeah, you guys basically hop back. You guys hop back on the road, run back to the area. You see that there is now a group of people forming up, mostly younger ladies, forming up at the front
Oh.
of this stage.
Oh boy.
We got competition.
Not like
Competition.
16-year-old, but like 20 to 25 range. It seems.
You got competition.
Oh, we got
Um,
competition.
you guys see that there's actually there's a stand nearby that has their merchandise in it. In there you see like the headbands, you see some like of the blue ukuleles. They're all like knockoffs and a little bit cheaper than everything just so they can sell them at a good price. But you also see that there are tickets available. Tickets for different things. If you run up there, Copelia, you see that there is one VIP plus ticket that says you and 5 members or 5 friends. I guess you know what? I'll just say you and your whole party. I'll just give you that so that we don't have to make it hard.
We're so lucky.
We're so lucky.
uh,
It's made for
Full
us.
access backstage pass, 100 gold.
I have 100 gold.
Do you actually have 100 gold?
I have
Yes, I have gold too.
I thought you guys would have less gold.
I still got a lot of money. Actually, you
That's
gave me a
true.
lot of money. I think.
Let my
I have, like,
baby girl
900
be
some.
happy.
Oh,
I have 6 gold left, but this is worth it.
Wait. I can help split it with you. I have 495 gold. I
Oh my
can
God,
help
okay.
pay for this.
Okay,
Jeez.
we could put it in together.
all right.
All right,
Yeah,
if you want,
see.
I will put in
So-
75. I will put 75. If you want to put in 25.
Yeah, sure.
So
I'm down.
basically, you guys walk up to the merchandise. There's a bunch of kids like getting different like these knockoff ukuleles, blue ukuleles for like 20 gold. Some people buying the headband, some people buying the scarf that the Water Ganassi
Yeah, I have a headband, by the way. What do I do about that?
Worry about it.
you wear it. You can
Put
wear
it
if you
on.
want. Okay.
Okay, maybe.
Well, I'm gonna what I'm gonna do whenever we get the VIP ticket, I'm going to keep the headband safe, just in case something happens and it makes it weird in the backstage.
Cool.
I'm
Because I think they will know the difference between knockoff and wait. This is the ones I buy.
yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it safe while.
So yeah, you walk up, you talk with them, and you're like, "Oh, you're interested in one of the VIP tickets? Yeah, we only have a couple of these left. It'll be 100 gold for it if you're interested." Kind of smugly looking at you, like, "You gonna spend that much money?" And then you guys just
I-
drop this pile of gold in front of me. He's like, "All right, fair
Absolutely.
deal." It's like, "Can I
Shut
get
up and
each
take my
of?
money.
Can I get all of your party members' names, please?"
Okay, I list them off. So
Alright,
Kulana,
he writes it all
Lisa,
down.
I make sure that it's my full name.
You
Sir
correct him.
Scruffles.
You notice
Sir
that
Scruffles.
she goes like, this is Sir Scruffles. He writes that down. You say, actually, Sir Scruffles Thibblesnap the Third. He's like, doesn't write anything else. And then he finished up writing all your names. He's like, all right, well, after the show, or actually, this will probably be before the show, right? That's how that
Yeah,
typically
usually
works.
it's before.
Yeah. He's like, well, before the show, there's a 45-minute period where you guys are allowed to go in and speak with them. It'll be starting in about 15 minutes. You guys can go on back, go to the backstage, and there'll be some people waiting there. Give them the ticket, and they'll let you in, and you'll be able to meet with the band.
Awesome. And by now, the whole party knows what is happening.
You've told them about.
Oh,
that
we
you're
don't
trying
know
to-
the objective.
While I told them what was happening
Yeah.
after the failed attempt to push Q1.
My failed
I'm
attempt
just
to
picturing
pretend
yourself
to follow
sprinting
over.
down the
Yeah.
You wanna-
street.
the
Yeah.
funniest thing is they've already seen you fail to fake this before, so they know exactly what you guys you guys are obsessed with them for some reason. They'll remember
this.
this.
This is when Q1 needs to be like cute and like.
I've seen Copelia
Like,
lie.
what should I do? Should I...
Yeah, Copelia lying is not a good sight.
I've seen Copelia lie. I'm
So
here for the
here-
entertainment.
Here, you know what, Q1, you can blame it all on me. Be like, yo, my friend's kind of weird, and she pushed me into you,
No, I'm
and
not gonna do that.
I will take the blame so you can get.
She'll take the blame for the actions she committed
Should I
It's
with the
accountability.
intent.
should I dress up or something?
Yes, wait, let's go. We have 15 minutes. What's
Yeah.
the closest like?
There's a bunch of different clothing stores actually open for this festival with a lot of these blue
Let's all dress
bright
up.
clothing.
Let's go to a little
Uh,
fun thing.
If you guys want to run down, there's probably like within 10 minutes, you're not gonna really find anything super specialized, but you can find outfits there. There is one shopping area that it's sort of like a long section with clotheslines all the way down one side and straight down the middle. There is these there's blue dresses. There's a lot of pants, different sort of different sort of everything you can find, but there's not many colors other than blue, blacks, browns, and things like that.
Okay, well, let's find something like the nicest, whatever Kulana wants to wear.
Yeah, so
Leah,
Kiana, what are
Leah.
you looking for?
I might even like try to change myself up like a haircut.
You would not have enough time for a haircut.
Last minute haircut. I
Shave.
suppose a knife. Try me.
Try-
Wouldn't look good.
I can make this quick.
I give me a haircut.
So what are you looking for, Kulana? You want to find like a nice, I guess it'd be called a cloud dress because the sun doesn't exist on this planet, but a sundress.
Yes.
All right. So basically,
like a
Men
hat
do like
too.
sundresses for some fucking reason, and I don't really know why.
I
I was
know.
gonna make a joke.
What was your joke, Kalen?
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say
Yeah,
it.
Kalen, what was the joke?
What was your
I'm
What
not
was
gonna
your
say
joke,
it.
What was
Kalen?
your
What
joke?
was your joke?
What was the joke,
Should've
Kalen?
joke.
What was the joke?
Kalen.
Huh?
What was the joke, Kalen?
What was your
Fucking joke.
What was the joke? Share it.
We're not moving past.
Oh god.
We're not moving past. What was the joke?
Easy access.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I think that was a joke though. I don't think Caden cares what I would if he doesn't care what dress I would wear.
Not really. You can wear any dress.
Mm.
But yeah,
Dresses
you
are nice.
run around. You can. A sundress is like a dress that goes down to like the thighs, right, and has like a waistband or
flowy.
something.
It's
Yeah.
flowy.
It's not like okay. I don't really know what clothing is. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you
close.
find one. You find one. It is a blue sundress with a sort of the top it fades from a sky blue to a deeper blue, and at the bottom there's like black koi fish with a sort of webbing pattern to mimic a ripples of water. It
Sounds
also
incredible.
it also comes with a black belt that has a silver like the belt buckle. That's the word. A nice silver belt buckle. Is that what you want to grab?
Sure. That sounds
All right.
beautiful.
Yeah, you grab it. You still probably have like your brown boots on, or maybe actually aren't. Or did you? I guess you could just say your boots are black, probably. So they match better. And you throw that on. You can probably find some form of hat if you want one. I know you love your sun hats, so you could grab one of those too if you want. You want to grab one of those?
I go to Capelia because she's also a hat fan. Which one should I get that would match the dress?
So there's going to be a large black sun hat that kind of sits out probably about like 5 inches all the way around with this sort of just bulbous, the center thing, no patterns on it.
Bulbous.
And there'll be a black
Bulbous.
lace pattern with like a koi fish on it.
Oh, the matching.
They would match, yeah.
Yes. I like that one.
Did you just come up with these descriptions?
Sure did.
I love them.
Welcome to D&D.
Yeah.
Caden's like, I don't know fashion.
Hey,
Does
this is a
fashion?
fashion designer.
I don't know
designer
fashion.
I don't know
Name's the
fashion.
best outfit I've heard in years.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you put that all together. It's probably about like 15 gold in total for this stuff. Is anyone else looking for things?
Yeah, is anyone
I would
else
like to
gonna-
look for something.
gonna
Or what are
vibe?
you looking for? Are you looking for more
Oh,
like formal or
All I have is military fatigue, so
She is
um,
elegant. She deserves an elegant dress.
I'm looking for something. Probably the pants.
like are you looking for like
Ooh.
pantsuit or more stylized?
Ooh, that's a good question now.
You could find some nice
Um,
like almost I don't know what the fabric's called, but sort of like the sort of silky almost, but more coarse. Like if you had a hybrid of jeans and silk and put it together, sort of that that in a deep royal blue color, along with a button up top that'll probably be like a lighter blue, and then it'll have the buttons will actually be like little tiny fish on that or something like that.
Take my money.
Okay, they'd probably charge you about 10 gold with that. You can find some shoes as well.
Steal.
They're cheap. that
Steal.
are, that's
I
black.
want boots.
Black. You can
Can I
probably
get
find some.
boots?
What type?
Boots.
Boots. Yeah, you probably find some like black boots that are with blue shoelaces built in, a deeper blue, so it's almost like
Ooh.
black.
I'm subtracting the gold right now.
And then an extra 2 gold off for that.
Deal.
All right. Anyone else going to grab anything?
Do you see anything to your fancies?
I think I will get a hat.
You'll get a hat?
myself.
Oh,
get the
so
hats!
what are you looking for? They have like a wall of hats where there's different sort of like baseball caps. There's some cowboy hats on there as well. Different sort of the Irish like cap thing that sort of sits on the top of your head. I don't know what you call it. Different things like that.
Ooh. Hold on.
Ooh.
I'm looking at photos. Do they have something like this? Where are you, Caden?
I'm not gonna open
Very-
our DMs because I think we were talking about how you put your address on the thing you sent me, and I don't know
Wait,
if
what?
What?
she sent me an invoice for making emotes, and her invoice had her address on it, like her actual address. And I don't know if that's-
Docs.
Yeah, no, it's just us
Caden
talking about
doxed me
emotes.
here. I'll put it in general.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna just like accidentally out you living
In
in.
Canada.
In a
I was gonna
place.
try to think of. I was gonna make like a fake area.
I mean, we all know that she lives in Canada.
She's very proud about it.
I'm just gonna read off her
Yes.
address.
Oh yeah, you could definitely find something like that. One of those. I'll just show it, but like this hat here, you can definitely find something like that. But it's
yeah.
going to be a light blue hat with a dark blue band around it.
Yes, that's fine. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I have to
I
draw
think
Isa
that-
in this now.
uh,
I'm obsessed with this outfit.
Tex and Scruffles. Anything you guys want to find?
Pretty
No.
fancy enough. Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah. Nothing for you.
Scruffles
All
is
right.
already set with the suit 24/7.
That is true.
Exactly.
You could find some nice blue gloves here if you want, like the sort of racing gloves, the horse racing gloves. They'll probably be like 10 silver, or is that one 5 silver? I think 10 silver is 1 gold.
I'm good, but thank you.
All right, yeah. You guys basically go back. It's you guys are kind of cutting it thin. You run back to the area, and you have like 3 minutes to spare when they're asking you to show up. Basically, you're dressed up in your new clothing, kind of like getting it all nice and
We're
good looking.
all
Like trying to
fashionable.
make sure everything's nice and straight while you're running there over. And you go to the back behind the stage, and they basically ask like, "Ahoy, what? Where's your ticket? What's your names?" And you go like, "Here's the ticket." It's like it's almost like a golden ticket, but it's blue because that's the thing they do here.
golden.
I got a golden ticket.
Oh, I got a job done.
You hand it to them. You tell them all your names. Like, all right, you're on our list. You're good to go. Hop on in, and the band will be out very shortly to speak with you.
All right.
Uh,
Do it.
We're all just nervous and like.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, a band I've never listened to before. What am I gonna do?
I'm more nervous because I want Culana to like get it.
Isa secretly knows their music very well.
You're
oh.
secretly a fangirl.
I'm secretly a fan.
Oh my gosh.
I will die with that fact.
Yeah, so you guys hop back. It is a very basic space back here. It has a warm environment overall, but it's very white in nature. They have a couple couches spread about with a table in the center. There's some like water and snacks on it, different sort of things like that, like granola bars. There is several couches, and there's a space set aside on there's space on one side and space on the other, and there's a cast member back there that's like, hey, please sit on this side. We're gonna have the band sit over here. We ask you not to get too terribly close for safety reasons, but you can gladly talk. We can have pictures on the end and everything, or I guess they'll print you out a picture in the end with the cast with the band.
Yeah, how do we talk to a band that we've never listened to before?
It's like a blind date, okay?
It's like a blind date.
It's like a blind
So, what do you like to do for fun?
date.
Play music. So yeah,
Oh,
you guys sit
work
down.
life and fun life. No.
You guys
Don't
sit
mix
down.
those.
You grab some water, trying to break down your nerves a little bit. And after a couple short minutes, you say, "All right, the band's coming out now." And you see the three of them actually come out. They're all dressed. They all have their own different style, and they don't look like they'd really hang out together if they weren't in this band. Oddly enough, the lady, the water genasi comes out with this blue shirt and a yellow scarf around her neck. And then these darker blue pants that really match her skin tone and make her like she has very bright blue eyes that kind of pop with this color.
Aw.
There is the sort of like almost like a punk rock drummer guy, but he has a black coat on with like the roughly elbows, black pants that are kind of ripped around the edge, a shaved side of hair with a longer side that swoops to the back, and he has that bandana holding his hair down. He is very loose with his walking pattern, sort of like just relaxed. And then the Goliath is standing behind them, kind of just trying not to step on their feet as he's taking his long strides.
Sorry.
He has almost like gray cargo pants on with a white shirt, and it has their band logo on it. It is almost, it's like a ripple of puddle, and it has leeway like in the ripple effect built into it in this sort of like, it's almost like an off gray color, so it almost looks like there's nothing on his shirt nearly, but it kind of shines in light. And then he has a darker brownish gray leather jacket over top that with some sunglasses on. And he has his little tiny ukulele with him.
Shoot. I turned to I turned to Tim's character and I was like, "Hey, do you know their names?"
I will say also,
Um.
as you guys were sitting down, a couple other groups came into. There was probably another 5 or 7 people that step into the area as well. They seem to be younger people, from Tritons to elves to humans. There's even one Tabaxi girl there as well. They're mostly female, though there's also 2 men with them as well, though they seem to be just brought along. They don't seem to be, if your friends weren't here, they wouldn't have spent 100 gold to get back here, basically. But they're very excited to see them, and then when they come out, they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's they just like ramble off like, "It's Leeway, Vasilix, I love you." Just freak
What we
out.
need to do
dear.
is act cool and not like that.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's just like-
yeah. We're gonna like chill. We're just kind of like looking around, like, "Oh, look, hors d'oeuvres. We got food here."
So you see Yuffie, the singer, comes in and she's like, "Hello everybody, it's so good to see you all." She goes, sits down, and is like, "Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. It's so nice to see some fans."
She's so cute.
Vasilux, the drummer, instantly you see that he loves the attention. She's like, "Oh,
Of
hey
course.
everybody," goes up.
He likes it.
One of the
boy.
girls that
yeah, girls, yeah.
one of the girls that was
Yeah,
very excited,
girls.
he walks up and he shakes their hand like, "Oh, it's so good to see you guys," basically being like super trying to elicit more reaction out of them, basically.
Of course,
Uh,
of course.
Smiling and being all that. And then Arcelus steps in, he's like, "Oh, pleasure to see you all. Welcome back behind the stage," and kind of sits down behind the couch, leaning onto it.
Sophisticated.
So I'm gonna try to have conversation with the lady.
All right,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
Yuffie.
I would.
I
Yeah,
second that.
I want to talk with her
Yuffie
too.
sits down in front of you. Vasilix is sitting off to the side, talking with this group of girls. You see Arcelus just like shakes his head and smiles to himself. But you see Yuffie. She sits down and she grabs like a little handful of peanuts. What do you want to ask her?
I want to start off with a compliment, saying that her outfit complements her skin tone and her eyes very well.
She goes, "Oh, thank you. It's something that we've been working on, trying to make ourselves look much more presentable and with a fashion. It's very interesting."
Oh, and it's perfect, and you seem to be developing your own style too.
Oh yes, it's so much fun. We've actually got to recently start working with a merchandising agency to even make our accessories. Like Vasilix over there is getting his headband produced for everyone to have. It's very fun. My scarf's being made for everyone as well.
I think we saw that at one of the vendor stands.
Yes, we've been selling it. People really like it. It's very fun.
Oh, and your scarf. Oh my gosh,
Ah.
definitely the scarf is.
Thank you. This is something
plus.
this is something I carried before I even was a part of the band. It was a scarf my parents got me for Christmas one time.
Oh, that is
it's
so sweet.
lovely.
That's nice.
And oh shoot, should I add? It's like, and where did you grow up?
I guess she's like, oh, actually, my family's from Lasarth, so that's why we're around here right now. I was back in town for seeing my family and coming to the festival, and we had an offer to play here, so we couldn't pass that up. It was
On
it
that
was great.
note,
That's
on that note,
lovely.
on that note, I'm gonna bring up that we also aren't like we're
Yeah, we're
traveling
not-
a lot.
we're
We
not
travel
here.
a lot.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
we're not
what are
from-
you
We're not
saying?
here. I want to say that we travel a lot because we're adventurers and we do a lot of cool stuff, and we just wanted to have a break of our cool jobs.
She's
Heck
like,
yeah.
she looks in, like surprised, like not surprised, but she looks entertained by the thought that you guys are adventurers. She's like, oh my gosh, I haven't really got to meet many adventurers. What have you guys done? What adventures have you been on?
Yes. Okay.
Flashbacks to like die.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone tries to murder me. I was kidnapped as a child. My parents are dead.
What's one of the cooler stories that we've had?
I fell in lava.
That is true. You say
Yeah.
that, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?"
Oh, I
Show her
got.
the burn mark.
I turn around to show her the burn mark.
You see, she gets visibly saddened, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, how'd that happen?"
She's so cute.
Oh, we love her.
I
Oh.
adore.
She's like,
No.
"Are you okay?"
Well, yeah, everything's fine. But
You just start crying. I'm not.
Capelli, I was like, how do we explain that story?
Nibbles
remember
just like,
how when I
yeah,
just
you show
remember
your
you
burn
falling
marks
into the
and
fucking
Truffles is like, what did you do?
Yeah, how
Should
did how did that happen again? You guys were
How much
why were
should
you
we
over
say?
lava?
Because
How-
we were trying to get to Minotaureth.
Yeah, we're talking to
Yeah.
a dragon.
Oh, yeah. Do you tell her you were finding a dragon?
Oh, we were
Tell her that we were trying to
we
find a
were
dragon.
looking for an ancient dragon.
She goes, excuse, what, an ancient dragon? When you said you were adventurers, I thought you meant you would go out and like save some cats or things like that. I didn't. Dragons? You see,
Oh, she's so cute.
now real quick, Keelan, I want you to make a performance check, and you see, Arcelis kind of look you over like, are you sure about that? So I want you to make a performance check.
Wait, do we have
Are you
what's-her-face
sure
with us
about
right
that?
Say that again.
now? Do we have what's her face with us right now?
Raktorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I
probably
don't think
there.
we should reveal her.
She's kind of standing in the back though.
No, I was just
Um,
wondering because we were so like
So-
focused on this shit.
So she was asking like about stories and stuff, and I'm trying to think about stuff for text. And like, man, he's kind of boring.
Well, that's because you haven't got to be a part of
No.
anything yet. You have a backstory,
That's
but I
what
don't know
I
if you
said
really want to
too.
reveal
Well,
it to.
his backstory, he doesn't remember much. Of
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
so-
So you could probably tell some
I-
information, but there's not really much.
I rolled
You
a
see
15.
Arcelis looks over at you like, are you sure? He's kind of watching you. He's like, he leans like, he basically says, I think, or he's like, I wouldn't have believed you, but with how you're telling the story, I think you might not be lying to us.
And they're all
Well,
just more
well,
intrigued, and all the girls are just.
Would she
pissed
lie
off 'cause
about
we got
getting
their attention.
burned? Why would she lie about falling into lava with the burn
She-
scars to prove it?
Do you say that to him?
No.
Okay,
but
No.
He'd be like,
I
well,
say something along those lines. I'm like, I don't think she would lie about
He's like,
something. Like
well,
that.
some people will emphasize the truth to kind
Well-
of tell a story
Well,
that's more
Coppelia was
fun.
there though.
Unfortunately,
but
we
Yeah,
can't.
I don't think you are lying.
Unfortunately, we can't tell too much because there has been a lot of heartbreak that we don't want to talk about unfortunately.
Uh,
There's still
it's
a lot of stuff we have to find out.
you see Yuffie go like, oh, of course, I understand it. As adventurers, I imagine you can't just tell everything of what happened. You must keep some of that secret first to be safe. But
yeah.
is there any fun stories you can share with us?
I want
What's
Isa
a-
to
what is
butt
a
in
fun-
at this
what
point
is a fun
now.
This is why I'm so
What-
sad
what-
I'm
what
not
does
playing
Isa wanna
Zion
say?
right now.
I still want
Well,
to say.
actually, when I first led the garrison against, can you name like a random big creature that lives on the Sarth?
On Lasarth, you would probably have issues with a sort of like a, I guess you'd call it like some sort of whale like thing. I guess you'd probably just say a killer whale, which would be a different creature here. And you
All right.
you kind of describe a story of how you had a platoon
Wayne.
attacked by one of the largest killer whales that Lasarth has seen, or at least Rofate has seen. And you actually you're one of the ships that got knocked down, and you basically had to, on a sinking ship, get away from a killer whale and escape onto another ship that got out of there just in time to not be destroyed. And you could basically tell that story. And she'd be like, oh my gosh, I think I heard about that. You're part of the garrison. I think my brother told me a story about that. You were there for that.
I led the attack.
Oh my, is that a lie now?
I want to say no.
Okay.
Because that's kind of why they recruited.
I don't think we're gonna be
Isa.
I
That's
don't
fair,
think we're
'cause you were
lying about
ex-military.
this.
Yeah, sure. She's
We're
like,
not going to be
yeah.
lying about.
she's like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I didn't know anyone really. I guess people would have survived. She's like, I haven't met anyone that has really been a part of that. A lot of the people there were injured or don't no longer work with them, the garrison.
There were many
Because
losses.
they're dead.
But they
What is
fought bravely.
How old is Isa?
Isa, how old is Isa? Like 20, 30 something?
Oh shoot, I have a number.
Hi, Brett.
We also have a
Are you
weird
laying down?
alien
No.
pet.
Oh yeah, we have
20. She goes,
25.
25. Okay. She goes, weird alien pet, looking at you like
He-
intrigued.
Yeah, we don't really know what it is, but
We don't really
he's blind and deaf and can't speak.
She just
He
goes, oh,
was-
he sounds so cute.
he was
He's a rescue.
he was an experiment, and he was stuck in a very shredded laboratory that everybody abandoned, and we didn't know what he was, and we still don't know. We still don't know what he is, but he unfortunately was very scared and naked and afraid. He was very scared.
You see tears begin to well up in her eyes. She's like, you guys are so kind. And then you see I keep forgetting their names. Arcelis.
He's very precious.
Arcelis like rests a hand on her shoulders, like, he is fine now. There's nothing to worry about. And she goes, yeah,
I want
but
to
it's so
offer her
sad."
some tissues. I want to offer her some tissues.
Yeah, you
She's
get some
so
tissues and hand it to her. She
cute.
kind of
She's
dabs her
adorable.
eyes up. She's like, thank you.
Starting
see-
flirting with her.
You see
kidding, I'm
Vasilix is now starts talking. The group's kind of now paying attention with you guys' conversation, kind of chatting amongst themselves.
Next,
But
we're cooler than the fangirls.
Vasilix is like, so you guys are, I hear you guys are adventuring. What's the most dangerous creature you fought? Just like kind of smirking at you.
I don't think this is how you drive a raft.
What
Are
is
we
the most
allowed to
dangerous
talk
creature we-
about
The most dangerous creature we fought.
who was the big
Um,
guy that we talked with? That was he like spoke through the mind. We had to
Protos?
Oh,
Keith-
the
when we make-
proto leader.
proto.
I
leader.
don't think they were the most dangerous thing.
No, yeah, not the most dangerous, but he
I
was
think
big.
it definitely had
character?
to be
The devils.
The devils are coddling.
Ooh.
No, the lich that Codlin was with, the red
The
lich.
red lich.
The
Yeah.
red lich. Oh yeah.
Coddlin was the
We
Red
should-
Lich.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Codlin.
just making sure.
I
so
forgot.
So
It's been a bit.
I like to imagine you guys sit down and talk with each other. You say, Kilana goes, would it be the Protos on Hone? And you're like, well, I think the vampires in the Underdark were more. And they're like,
Yeah, we're
oh,
just having. We're just having
but
this
the
whole-
Red Lich. And you see Vasilix was like, just with each one, he's like, wait, you're serious? These all happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you guys find this stuff? What like
On Hone.
what?
Should I tell?
Hone
Wait.
is a wild planet.
Do you wanna-
should I tell what happened with the dreams?
Do you want to like
Ooh, that
go
would
into a
be
story of the
cool.
dreams?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Alright,
So-
Kulana, I want you to roll me a performance check first.
Okay.
Let's see how well you tell the story.
I really
Don't
hope.
fail this.
Don't make us look bad.
15, yes.
I got
Your
another-
only
So-
chance.
That's
I
pretty
got
good.
another 15.
That's pretty good. So yeah, you sit down because stories aren't hard to tell, but if you do it poorly, people will kind of lose interest.
I'm more calm about it. How about I'm more calm about telling.
But you basically tell you're like, okay, so I was on Hone. We had this big scruffle with a pirate group that I used to work for. They forced me into working with them, like through blackmail or whatever.
hmm
And we ended up escaping from it. But doing so, I hurt the captain of the pirate group. You see that
he wanted me to do something that I
Yeah.
didn't want to do.
you see Yuffie's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wow, that's awesome. She's like super interested. Vasilix is kind of like every now and then you say something, he gives a snarky comment. All the girls like giggle themselves. And he's like,
Of
yeah.
course. Of
And Arcelus is kind of just watching, like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He seems
Uh-huh.
like judging you
Yeah.
almost, making sure you're not
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you continue, you're like, and so once we caused issues for him, he got sent to prison, of course, because he was a pirate leader, but ended up breaking out and paying a mercenary by the name of the Red Lich to hunt us down. This figure would.
I ended up sleeping with him. No, I
Well,
don't say that. I don't mention that.
Do you,
I don't.
do you not mention that at all, or you mentioned
Nope,
coddling?
I'm not
going to
mention the
with him?
sleeping part.
Okay.
I'm not
You
going to mention the
mentioned that
sleeping
you had
part.
like a relationship with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you became
yeah.
friendly.
I had a relationship.
You continue on. You're like, he'd send out these robotic people. They were very humanoid. You wouldn't be able to tell until you killed them that they were robots. He sent out a total of 4 to hunt us down, try to kill us in different scenarios. But in between those fights, we met a gentleman by the name of Coddlin. He was a Goliath, and a very strong Goliath. He was very well versed with weapons, as well as his sidekick Alerty that he brought with him. We helped him
Alerty.
around after we saved him from actually a
Alerty.
dungeon
Who's
from one of the
Alerty?
4 creatures, or one of the 4 robots that attacked us. And later on, we found out that Coddlin was actually the Red Lich, or Red Executioner, as we call them. And he was trying to become friendly with us to be able to figure out more information about us, to strike us down. Came out to be that Alerty was also one of these robots and not an actual, what are the lizard folk?
Lizard folk.
Yeah, lizard
Yeah,
folk.
she was a lizard folk.
And we ended up having to put him down at a hidden research facility that he was using as an outpost. And they're all just like, wow, that's a really cool adventure. That's amazing. You explain how you had to go into Hone, hire recruits to fight off some of the guards that were down there.
And
Talk
they
about
were
how
amazing.
How Tyran was also down there with him, fighting back as well, and
Tyran.
that it ended up being that the Red Executioner tried to escape onto a ship that Alerty was piloting, and it was a big almost mess up. And then this big cloud struck him down, pulled him out, and he was never to be seen from again.
I love how, in a way, this is just exposition for me.
Yeah, you learn a little bit
Yeah.
about backstory. What they didn't tell is Kulana actually slept with Coddlin.
Yeah,
I
I'm
knew
not
that
mentioning
part.
that. We're
I
not
knew that
mentioning that
before I
part.
even joined the
Yeah.
campaign.
I'm not even mentioning that part. We're not
But
going to talk about
that
it.
happened. I'll never let her forget that.
No.
And they're all just like, wow, that is wild. How long ago was that? And you're like, well, a couple months ago. Like,
Literally a couple months ago.
Okay. Jeez, and you see the Arcelus looks over
Our
at
lives
you.
are very
Uh,
busy.
Yeah, he's like, what do you guys have planned in the future? What is your next step of adventuring? Yuffie goes, oh, that's a good question.
I love her.
She's so cute.
So cute. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I kind of got distracted with getting
Oh,
okay with
We
the,
were. I thought we were
Wani,
heading back to Hone.
We talked about
You were planning on heading back to Hone to start up. So what you are doing is you're trying to start up an ancient structure that allowed teleportation across planets with a technology that's never been heard of, made by
Yeah, how
a
the frick
race
do
of
we
people
mention-
who the only one left is standing right behind you.
Yeah,
How
how
would you
the
like to tell
frick?
them that?
I want to say that, but not add the fact that
We have one of the
without
beings
without the
with
you,
us.
words.
you want to say you're on an archaeological exploration trying to figure out ancient technology that allows teleportation through planets, basically.
Yes.
Yes.
You say that and they're like, wow. Not Fani, gosh, Yuffie is like, whoa, that's so cool. How did you find that? Who figured that out for you?
Is it Hoss?
Yes, it would.
A friend of ours' brother.
It's like, whoa, he must be so smart if he figured that stuff out.
They're both very intelligent. the sibling.
Thank you for complimenting Zion.
Of course, I love her. Love Zach.
Yuffie is just like, I hope someday I can do some crazy stuff like that. I know singing's fun, and I have it's a great time being able to write music and do it for a living, but it's not nearly as exciting as finding a dragon. What was the dragon like? What was their name?
Beautiful.
Kind of sad. Kind of sad. The scenario.
Yeah, are you going to explain the dragon to her at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I'd
basically
like
sit down, you're like,
She was beautiful.
oh, it was so sad but amazing. Her name was Fenitorath. She was actually a leader that was still around during the time of that the group that made the structures we were looking for. She's like, whoa, ancient dragon. But you explained
She's
that
so
she was
cute.
bound up in chains that stopped her from being able to leave, and she's like, what? No, not
No.
chains. And you explained that like actually you Copelia, roll me a deception check real quick,
Yes.
because I'm going to
Okay.
see how you phrase that Fawny told you there might be a way to break her free.
Deception. Where are you? There you are.
Oh yeah, real quick. When you mentioned asking what we're gonna do next,
Mhm.
I wanted to mention that Isa just kind of has like one of those
An unnatural 20.
moments.
Okay. You realize something, or you want to share something?
I've realized something.
Okay. So you said natural 20, Copelia?
Unnatural, yeah.
Unnatural. So you say,
Yeah.
you basically go, we had a vision from somewhere. We're not quite sure where, trying to hide the fact that you spoke with a person that is basically the power of a god. And you're like, we had a vision from
Subtle
somewhere
about that.
showing us that there would be a way to save her. But she's still bound in these chains, held down by an evil person
Evil being.
who lies in a plane beyond. And we're going to try to see if we can break her free at some point soon. And she's like, oh my gosh, if you're ever in the area with her, I want to meet her.
I mean, keep in contact so I could. So we
Yeah, would you like if you
continue
ever
with our
are
stories.
if you're interested in keeping contact it somehow, definitely.
She looks up at Arcelus like, can we? like
Aw.
you guys are pets or something like that almost. Arcelus is like,
We keep it.
I'll give you our
And we keep it.
who's the person that like manager?
Manager?
Not manager. There's a
me
specific
switch your
name
manager.
for it. But like
Um,
the person who kind of works behind the scenes to organize stuff and work with different businesses as well. But we'll just say
I
manager.
thought it would be manager.
I think there's a more specific name in it. But
Hmm.
agent. We'll give you the
Oh,
contact
yeah.
information of our agent. And if you guys meet her, let us know, and we'll try to get Yuffie to hang out with you guys sometimes. Yuffie's like, I love that deal.
That sounds
Uh,
amazing.
He basically gives you a business card that has a contact information. You plug it into your system, and you'll send it basically an email, but with video, and they'll be able to receive it at some point, and you can set up a date from there. And he's like, Yuffie's a very excitable one, so we'll see what we can do, but we can be busy. And she's like, yeah, but I've never got to meet a dragon before.
We also can be busy as we've.
He's like,
we
I can imagine.
mention-
It can be quite hard on as an adventurer. My parents were actually adventurers themselves. They did a lot of recruitment work and protection of parts of Outer Rim Planet to protect the travelers on the roads from wild monsters that would try to attack people.
Actually, I was gonna ask Arcelus?
Arcelus.
Because I know most of the Goliaths on my planet. I don't know if all the Goliaths came from my planet, but I lived in a Goliath village with other humans.
So you lived
So
on
I'm
a
gonna
planet
ask about-
that had Goliaths in it, but it's only because the planets are close. The home planet of Goliaths are close. The home planets of Goliath are one step further away than yours is, and it is it's mostly a mountainous planet with little water and things like that. He'll explain that that's the planet he's from. I don't have a name for it currently, but that's the planet where most of them reside, and his parents would basically just protect the streets from wild monsters and different creatures that would try to attack people to eat and things like that.
But yeah, I was literally about to ask if he knew anybody, if he knew any family from
Your planet?
yeah.
You'd be like, I'm sure I've had a couple cousins that moved out there. They worked as like farmers and things like that, but I don't really keep in contact with them. They're like fourth cousins, so I don't really know them.
I that was my home planet.
Ah, okay. So you are also well traveled, I see.
I would say so.
That's always nice.
Yes, Bond.
Bond.
They're just kind of like urging forwards, like, come on.
Capelli's like.
I mean, for like our like smaller adventures, I don't know about the rest of our group, but I wouldn't be opposed if you guys wanted to tag along sometime. If you're not
Yeah,
busy.
I wouldn't.
You
I
see
wouldn't mind.
Yuffie goes like, going on an adventure?
It,
We
it
have
is,
room.
it
Vasilix
is
is
a little
like,
dangerous. but
It is
Vasilix,
dangerous.
If you're
Vasilix
up to
feels like,
danger,
Vasilix like, danger, that's nothing. We've seen
Oh
our
my
own fair
gosh.
share. Have you ever been mobbed by a crowd of 1,500 people? Because I sure have.
Especially if they want to wear your skin.
That
yeah, I
sounds
could imagine.
absolutely terrifying.
He's like, it sure is, but it's also thrilling. Archlis goes, well, we do have some shows we still are committed to complete, but we might be able to, if we're in the area and we hear about you, we might let you know. Yuffie's like,
All right.
but Archlis, it would be such good, she's like, it'd be such good inspiration for songs. And
Yes.
he goes, Archlis just goes, we'll see about it, Yuffie. I'm not quite sure if we'll be able to make it. And she's like, we should try at least. He's like, all right, Yuffie.
Is
Why
it the
this
story of
sound
how
like a
our party had an
conversation
indie
Nick
band
and
follow
I
us
had?
around?
We all just this is how our band gets put into a song. I mean, our band, our
Toss the
group. gets put
coin
into-
to your.
You guys,
We could become a band.
I was gonna say, you guys don't have a group name even though.
I was in a band.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
we
we need
don't.
to make a group name.
You had a
What would
ship
be
name.
cool-
You had a
Wait,
ship called the Brawler.
So it's. I'm
It was
sorry.
called the
It's
Brawler?
Yuffie.
That's the ship you guys
yeah.
are flying currently.
It's
Oh, I
Yuffie,
love that.
Arcelus, and who? The drummer?
You
Come
see
one more time?
Arcelus and Vasilux. Vasilux.
I'm gonna talk with Vaxlux a little bit to get to know him.
What do you say
Weird,
to
I
him?
don't like him.
Yeah.
Well, to get close to the well, Yuffie. I already like
Okay,
Yuffie.
Yeah,
I already
you
like
have to get-
Yuffie.
You have to
Wait,
get close
what
to
is,
the other two to get close to the main one.
Yeah,
I
but I love
understand.
Yuffie. Obviously, we
What's the
all love
human's name?
Yuffie.
Vasilux.
what does he look like?
Oh, he's a human
so-
He's a
too?
gremlin.
Yeah, he's human. He's a little bit of a smaller guy on average. He's probably like 5'7" in total.
Is he blonde?
He is. I'd say he's probably dark brown hair. But it's all shaved off on one side and sweeps around to one side where he has a bandana holding it to the back of his head. He's a
Naruto.
little bit thinner overall and it's smaller too. But he
Yeah,
has
not my
very
type.
sort of loose, baggy clothing with black, mostly black colors on it.
Leah, I was hoping he was gonna look like Ezreal, so I'd have an excuse to hate him.
Oh my
Ew.
So I'd
Oh
have
my.
an excuse to hate him.
I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna continue to talk with the lady.
Yuffie?
But
I
no,
wanna talk
we
about
already
I want
love
you to
her.
as
I like
well.
her.
Can we all agree that we love her?
Yes,
love her.
absolutely.
I love her.
Kaden makes good characters.
True.
Pretty good for randomly generating them
Facts.
this
And
session.
Autumn. All of you. Honestly, all of y'all
They're
make
gonna,
good characters.
They're gonna become main characters eventually.
Oh,
I'm gonna make
gosh.
sure of it.
It's
But
gonna happen.
There's gonna be a kidnap
I talk
mission.
with. I mentioned I'm like I haven't
Yes.
seen humans for a while actually.
She's like, yeah, this planet's more suited for people who are naturally inclined to water, as it makes it a lot easier with some of the transportation things they have around here.
I chuckled to myself a little,
uh,
seeing as I am not naturally inclined to water.
she's like, so us water ganassies, the Tritons, and any people like that have a very easy time getting through. There's actually like a system where you can jump into a pipe of water and it'll take you to different locations. Very nice and
That
easy.
sounds awesome.
I
It's like
wonder,
a
how
hamster
she would,
tube.
I wonder how she would react to Zaya.
It is. The only issue is if
She
you're not
probably would like her.
if you're not water ganassi or Triton or can breathe underwater, there is a high probability you'll drown.
I think Yuffie would
I don't
like Zaya,
recommend
though.
I don't recommend going in it if you can't breathe underwater. But if you can, I've definitely
I would
recommend it.
rust.
It's like a water slide.
Yeah. Yeah, Copelia and I would rust before we'd make it to the end. No, we would get out, but then we'd rust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd make it to the
Oil
end.
can.
You know what
And
it
we're
sounds like
like,
you need? You know what it sounds like you need? Rusties!
Rusty.
Rusties.
My name is not Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow.
Ciao.
Ciao.
So after you,
You
guys have
too
this,
could
after you
be
guys have
like
this
me.
nice conversation, one of the stagehands come over and is like, "All right, guys, we're gonna have to start wrapping up. If you guys would like to step up, we can do photos with the groups. We'll get you a printout of you with
I wanna
the
do a
band
group
members.
photo.
Group
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah.
We'll do the individual groups
Absolutely.
together, and then one big photo of everyone. And let's set that up
I'd
Uh,
also want to add that how long are we staying here for?
on Lasarth.
Until we leave. for
So
home.
the biggest thing is you need to let Haas know. You haven't let him know that the thing works, but you
Mm.
really don't have any sort of impending schedules at the moment. There's nothing dire except you want to work with Haas to get this thing up and introduce him to Fani, probably.
So would
I
this
love
be our
Fani.
last day,
Fani's
or
great.
would there be like an extra day?
Funny's a
It's
fashionista,
however long you want to
love
be
it.
here.
How
I
long
know
is
we're
it
not
gonna
on a time crunch.
No, there's nothing
so-
really impending on your guys' schedule currently that you know of.
The end of the world.
I don't like
It's
that.
the end of the world.
Well, I
as
want to
we
add.
know it.
Okay, then I'll just say that we will be here for a little bit. So if they, I'll tell them where we're staying at and be like, if you want to like pop by and hang out,
Where are we staying?
we'll be in that area.
Where are you staying? Yeah, are you getting
Are we
a
on the
hotel?
ship or?
Are you getting a hotel room? Because typically you're able to stay on your ship. You're able to go back to your ship and sleep there.
I figured.
I have
Or-
my own place, right?
Yeah, you have an apartment as well. You don't have enough apartment space to fit everyone. You might be able to like pull out a couch or something like that and fit an extra 2 people, but you'd have to bring
Pillow
like
puddle.
sleeping bags.
Wait, who
into
the
a
frick
big room.
fell? Oh, honey.
Kitten fall down.
Where is she?
Oh no.
So what's the plan? Do you guys want to rent out?
Okay.
If you, so they also know you were at the hotel. So if you say you renting a space there, it would make a lot more sense why you were there.
Hey, I'll say
Mm.
we were renting a place there. But
Okay.
for like. Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're staying there as well right now. You see Arcelis go like, he just goes, Yuffie, you're not supposed to tell people that. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
She's
We're
not
not
saying
staying there right
She
now.
likes
Uh,
us. She likes us.
We're not staying there right now. She just goes like, I'm not
we're not,
supposed
we're
to
not, and she like just winks at you very poorly.
She's so cute.
I
Uh,
love her.
I
She's
love
goes-
adorable.
So yeah, so if you guys want to like grab like food sometime,
I
We'll be
know,
there.
I know. We typically are very tired after our shows, but tomorrow morning, we'll probably have lunch if you want to meet us at in our practicing area
It sounds
Oh,
wonderful.
we
or
love
breakfast,
that.
I guess.
we love that.
How do I start talking with Arslan? It's like,
Text agrees to everything.
Technically
Look,
just-
these guys are so fun. I love it.
they're great. They're so
I'm
fun.
keeping them.
Minus
You made
the
We're
these-
keeping them.
attention seeking one. He's cool.
You made these today. Like, you made these characters today.
I
we're
made them
keeping
in the last
You've
hour.
made them memorable.
Yeah,
In
no,
the last
they're
hour,
out.
you've made them
Yeah.
memorable.
We should during the lunch. We should tell them about. Oh my gosh! I literally had his name in my head, and it. Mad Magician Melivoire.
Tell them the
We
story
should
of
tell
Mad
them.
Magician Melivoire. The only person here that really knows that is you and Capelia.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
it'd
we
be
should
fun.
tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
These
you
are the
guys,
ones
you
who
basically
be
guys, you guys
interested
line up against the wall. Kulana, you probably sit next to as close as you can to Arcelis, trying to get close to him, leaning
Oh
against him.
god!
almost.
Tim's like, take a
But
picture.
yeah, it's the three of them in the center, and you guys are spread out on both sides of them. And they take this like fancy camera device. They take a picture. They plug it into a machine, and it prints out an image like on a almost
It's
like a board,
Polaroid camera.
almost like a Polaroid
Polaroid
camera, but it's like a
picture.
board almost. And they hand that to you. The other,
It's just a really big Polaroid.
the other
Got
two
a
groups,
camera.
the other two groups do the same thing, and then they're like, "All right, everyone, now one big photo," and you all bundle up in there, and you all take a photo, and they're like, "All right, well, thank you for
Very
the
important question. I
stagehand
have a very
starts."
important question.
What's up?
Where was the group standing?
What do you mean?
Yes, positioning is important for
were
this.
Who were they?
Yeah.
near?
So, for your drawing convenience, I'll tell you this.
Left to right.
I'll
Go.
let you know. Let me get it.
Left to right.
Left to right. Let's go.
At the minute
Like I'm
mark.
set.
Oh, it does not tell me minute mark. Oh no, I can't. 2:21 on the VOD. When you need to reference this. It is the three of them, Yuffie standing front and center, and Vasilix off to her left, with Arcelis standing back right behind her. In front of Arcelis, it is probably Tex, and next to that is
Oh.
Kulana. So Tex, you're standing next to Yuffie. On the other side, you probably have Isa and Scruffles, and on the far side, Capella, you're probably next to Kulana.
Hi.
Nice,
So
nice.
Kulana, Capella, Arcelist, Tex, Yuffie, Vasilix, Isa,
Vaseline.
And then
Vaseline.
Ace is off to the side as well. Vrakterm's there as well. Vrakterm's probably next to you, Capella, and Ace is in front of or behind. No, Ace is probably smaller than Thibblesnap, so Ace is probably in front of Thibblesnap.
My gosh.
I think that's everyone then.
Wait, Autumn, I got a
Perfect.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
How tall is Scruffle's mech?
Scruffles? Probably decently tall, so he could fit in all the mech parts. No, he's not that small.
That big.
Tiny lad.
He's a tiny
Little,
little,
little guy.
little babe.
Just a little guy.
Probably,
I
like,
still
at
don't know
least-
this.
At least
Little-
6 feet.
Oh.
At least.
Oh.
What do you mean? That's short, right? Can't relate.
Wow.
I'm too tall.
Sorry, I'm not a fucking giant.
I'm sorry, I am.
You know what? I'm.
You're not sorry, Caden.
I'm
Shut
not.
up.
You're right.
I
So
don't
yeah,
know, guys. Being 6'9" is like really hard.
well, I'm not
like...
that tall.
No. Me. I'm talking about me. I'm tall. I'm.
Kulana, or you and Kulana are both short.
I'm. What are you talking about? I'm freaking. I'm
I know
massive.
You can
TJ
fake it though.
TJ knows someone who is 6'7"
Yeah, that's
Oh!
where it becomes a problem. You start hitting your head on doorways nearly at that
on
point.
everything.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys take your photo. You exchange goodbyes. You basically you hug. Yuffie is a hugger, obviously, so she goes around
Of
hugging everyone
course.
goodbye.
Yes.
We get
Uh,
hugs.
If you go up to Arcelus, he'll give you a handshake goodbye, like it was a pleasure meeting you, basically. And then Vasilix is just like, ha, yeah, high five.
High
trying to
fiving
be a
any of the
hype man.
Warforged would hurt.
Probably.
Do
but you
humans
can
have a
still do
human
it.
hand? Wait, do humans have a human handshake? Do I do a human handshake with freaking
No, it's just a normal handshake. I don't know what you mean human.
human handshake?
So ones
Sure.
that humans do, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good business. Yes.
Yeah, that is
Uh,
a human handshake
hold
since humans invented
one.
it.
To release.
You guys are escorted out behind the stage and are taken back into the crowd. There's a good probably almost 4,000 people lined up outside at the moment getting ready for this event. There's a full area and there's like no chairs. It's all standing and like very a large amount of people, and it's getting very much dark out, especially since there's clouds and no sun. It's getting quite dark, and then the stage light comes on and you hear the announcement like, "Are you all ready for Leeway?"
Woo.
And the whole crowd goes up cheering very loudly. The lights dim down. It starts off with a blue light in the center stage where Yuffie starts to sing and start like coming out of the floor. And she's singing like a very gentle song. I don't have any idea of lyrics or anything like that, but it seems to be a very basic song about just family and importance of hanging out with people and how without that
Heck yeah.
she'd feel broken or something like that.
And then all of our crew members like put their arms around each other and
Oh yeah, that's so cute.
And you guys enjoy probably about a 3 or 4 hour long concert by them.
Dope.
Wow.
You figure out that Vasilix plays the drums, and he's the main rhythm and beat to the whole band, keeping everything sort of in line. Yuffie is mainly a singer, but she has a couple different styles of singing she has. And Arcelus sings as well, but he mostly plays his ukulele.
Plays death metal.
He plays
On his
through the
I
fire
feel
and
like
flames
she
on
has a
ukulele.
tambourine.
She,
tambourine, yeah.
maybe. I guess she could if she wants.
Totally play a tambourine.
She has a tambourine vibe.
Yeah, but after all
does.
that, you guys head back to the tavern. I imagine you, Capella, you try to keep up with your lie. You buy a room as fast as possible.
Yes, yes.
We sprint back to the hotel.
Run.
And you guys have a long rest.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yay. I liked
and-
the idea of us like at a concert.
Yeah.
That was
Ruffles
cute.
got all their
Yeah, your spell slots back.
There's-
Spell slots back.
You guys
it was
then
worth it.
basically end up just spending the night there, and we'll continue next time. That's where we'll end stream for now.
Sweet.
I hope you guys did
That was
enjoy. We went a little over.
Thank y'all so much for watching.
Yeah.
If you liked it,
That was
look up on
intense. I
Kane's
enjoyed that
Patreon
round.
and
Join
on
the
his
Discord.
Yeah, join
Join
the
the
Discord.
Discord.
Look me up on Patreon. I'm there now.
Twitch.
Follow
Be
the
the first
social.
patron
Hi,
to
stuff.
subscribe. Yeah, there's actually going to be merch on Patreon for the first after
Yeah.
3 months of subscribing. There's going to be a sticker
What?
of the
Made
emotes
by Leah.
finished up. If you go to the $10 one, you can get 2 emotes and a mug. And for the
I want a mug. What the-
$15 one, you get a sticker, a printout, a mug, and a T-shirt, I believe, or something like
All
that.
by me.
And all the art will be done by Leah, so it'll be pretty good art. But yeah, we're gonna end stream
Good
here.
10.
Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next stream.
Bye, bitches.
Frank and Mom.